I hope you are satisfied with that meme selection today. Uh-oh, you're muted. Oh, Discord. Oh, Discord.
Hello?
There you go.
Can you hear me?
I can now.
Hello, Clown. Can you hear me?
You muted yourself.
Yeah, I think I muted myself. Sorry about that. Those are all by like a single person too, aren't they?
Yes. Yeah.
Apparently. I mean, they're very consistent in style.
It was man writes brutally honest pie charts on whiteboard. Brutally honest.
I mean, just graphs, really.
Graphs.
I mean, there's like some Venn diagrams. There's some flow charts in there.
On
there
whiteboard.
There's some graphs as well. Some actual conventional graphs as well.
Right.
They were okay. I feel like a 13-year-old girl made them.
Oh no.
Because of their coloring and the writing.
Well.
But.
No, it was some dude, because it's all talking about, you know, not that a 13-year-old girl can't get drunk and have sex on Halloween.
That's exact.
But
I didn't notice that one. I guess
I can relate.
On Halloween in particular, huh?
There. Well, hang on. Let me switch. There you go. Let's go back. There it is, right there. There's the Halloween one. He's talking about like I'd like to, but I'm not, and I'm just gonna get drunk.
See, I can't do that Alt 0153 thing.
Hold down.
You did it.
All right.
Okay.
You need to listen on this.
All right. Yeah.
All right. Hold down the Alt key.
Left or right? Does it matter?
Does not left one, because it's your left hand.
Okay.
And then I want you to type on the number pad.
Number pad.
While holding down Alt. Do not let up.
I was doing the top row.
0153, and then release Alt. And then hit Enter, so you can show us your handiwork.
It has to be the number pad. You can't not do it on the number pad. I was doing it on the top row. Let me see.
Mystery solved. Guys, for the VOD, you will have no idea what's going on, so you got to come watch us on Twitch. So live,
if you're not watching live, you're failing.
20 free of charge for worldwide. Anyways, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the third live edition. A long time coming. I anticipated, never duplicated, supplicated, underappreciated. Enough About You program. The only program featuring nickel talent. Standard compensated abilities. William Bishop, like we're stable media moderators.
Like
Third round draft trick name later. 3 people, 2 attempts, 1 dream. Broadcasting's finest train wreck. Enough About You is a Corridon Media presentation associated with YouTube, iTunes, all the other tunes available from every coast to every coast. And now, here he is.
The host with the most.
The host with the most. The man, the myth, legend, Capital Cool Head, DGVD, Prancer, newbie YouTube, professional driver. He's not he's not a divider.
I'm truly professional at.
He's not a uniter. He's a divider.
No.
I mean, wait, that's backwards.
Depends on when you catch me.
He's a uniter.
It depends on the day.
He's a uniter, not a divider, Mr. William Bishop.
Because sometimes I'm absolutely divisive, and sometimes like, yeah, okay, sure. Just depends. I mean, ultimately, I'm invariably dismissive, I think, about anything. Doesn't matter what it is.
Bring us, come into my community. I may dismiss you.
Yeah, no, I pretty much guaranteed, actually. If you make commentary at me, I'll pretty much be like, no, that's wrong.
Wrong.
I like the color green. Incorrect.
Wrong. Yeah.
You like the color red.
Okay. Pick a number between 1 and 100.
Wrong.
Wrong.
Wrong number. Pick another one. Yep,
right.
Correct. That's how we do it around here.
Yep.
Contown, we need to play more multiplayer games. This Saturday, we're going to be playing Escapist, right?
We're fin to, yeah.
Fin to. I want to play some more Divinity as well. You're not getting out of it, all right? I'm going to twist your ankles until you agree. I'm going to stretch you out in the rack. Twist your ankles. I don't know. Your ankles.
Is that on ankle shape?
Twist your knuckles. Twist your, what do you do? Twist your hair? Twist your arm? Twist your arm, I think is right.
Yeah.
Twist your arm.
So, right now, we have some opportunities before us. Right now, the Steam Halloween sale is on.
The Steam Halloween sale is blowing up. I've been looking at a lot of games. I haven't bought anything yet, though.
There you go. All right, put the link in
chat.
chat.
Some purchases on stream.
Yeah, go there right this second. Let's look at some of these things. I put some in my Discord channel.
I saw that. Actually, that's how I knew this sale was going on.
Right.
Because of your Discord.
So I just made some announcements. That's the ones I wanted to highlight for you guys. Let me bring this over.
So actually, even before that, Guns of Icarus is free from Home to Bomb.
Right. So okay. So yeah, number one.
My favorite cost for something is no cost. My second favorite cost is 1 penny, I guess.
Right.
As low as possible.
And then it kind of goes up. It goes up exponentially from there.
Right.
Right.
Anything after free is like not as nearly as good.
Right.
Even if your game is $1, I may not buy it. You know? Do you have that? Like, even if I'm interested in your game, like, $1 is too expensive. I'll wait till it goes on sale.
Those of you who are Steam friends with me and have the alerts that pop up when a Steam friend comes online and when Steam friend starts a...
Yeah, who does that? Jeez.
I shut those off so quick.
Yeah, me too.
But
Golly.
those of you who are my Steam friends and were hanging out today and got my pop-up, I have a story for you.
Okay. What game was it, I wonder?
So we'll get there. Promise. So
I'm looking at it. I'm spoiling it for myself right now.
Don't spoil it. Don't spoil it. I got a whole lead up. So
this is a weird game.
Yes.
Oh, I see this. Oh, this is the game, huh?
Yes,
okay.
it is.
Okay, great. I haven't played that game yet.
Okay. Vermintide, #1 is Deep Cut, $7.50. Vermintide, that's a good one.
Ooh, that's a good one. Vermintide is a good one. If you like Left 4 Dead, you will probably like Vermintide.
Yep. It's Payday with rats. Rats and spells instead of guns.
It's Payday with rats. If you like Payday, Left 4 Dead, they're all based on the same kind of deal.
Right.
Set in the Warhammer universe, which is easily one of my favorite universes in existence.
Yep.
A Warhammer Total War 2 came out recently, and you get to play as the rats.
Yep.
It's too bad you can't play as the rats in Vermintide, but it would kind of defeat the purpose.
Yeah. Deus Ex Mankind Divided, the latest Deus Ex. If you haven't picked that up, that is $15. I have
not played that yet.
Me either. I got it a long time ago when it went on. I think the summer sale it went on sale at the same price. It's $15 or $12 or something. I grabbed it. I have not played a Deus Ex game that I did not like. Those have all been good.
I have not either.
Right.
Did you play the original Deus Ex game?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, me too. I think I really like that one too.
Yeah.
So the interesting thing about the original Deus Ex game is I went into it thinking that it was just going to be kind of a lackluster first-person shooter, but it reminded me. So I played the newer Deus Ex first, and the newer Deus Ex, you have a lot of options to move around and do different things. And I expected to go back to the older Deus Ex and that not be so much the case, but I found that was more so the case.
Yeah.
There is so many different ways to do things. It is madness.
Yeah.
The amount of options that you have in the game. It was obviously made from the very beginning that you could play through it 5-6 times and have a different experience every single time.
Right. And you can kind of go one of two routes. At least I haven't played Mankind Divided, but the last two, you can kind of either go, I'm just going to gun up and armor up and shoot everybody with guns.
I'm going to get all the armor, I'm going to get all the guns, I'm going to get all the AoE attacks, and I'm going to kill everything that moves. You can be a super killer.
Right, and I'm not going to be augmented robotic guy. Or you can also you can be very stealth, or you can augment yourself. And you don't need guns, really. You can go slice them up, and you can
literally go invisible.
Yeah,
you can just not be seen, right?
And you can be the weapon, right? Instead of getting all
pretty sweet. There's a lot of cool things you can do in those games. And the original Deus Ex is much like that. It's very it's almost like an RPG character sheet though, where you have like so many different stats, and you put like +1 to melee combat and stuff like that, which is pretty fun. Right. That also reminds me of System Shock, which I don't know if that's on sale.
Right, I did not see, or it didn't grab my eye.
System Shock 2 is my favorite. I see that Friday the 13th the game is on sale. Have you seen that? That would be a fun game for us to play.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
That's one where you get to be Jason, and it's kind of like Dead by Daylight, but not really.
Right.
It doesn't have the same intention as Dead by Daylight.
Right.
So I think my biggest problem with Dead by Daylight is that actually it's a competitive game, but I think that this kind of scary game setting works best when you're like. When your nemesis is actually a dungeon master. When he's like, I'm not gonna kill them. I'm just gonna have make it fun and make them scared.
I'm gonna play with you, right?
I'm gonna play with you. And I think that's where Dead by Daylight falls short, and it doesn't emphasize that. And I think Friday the 13th does a lot better job at emphasizing that.
Yep.
So I think if you want to get this one, I will get this one too. We can play this together.
I don't.
I have 50% off.
I have another one that we want to get instead. And here's why. Okay, so let me go down my list. Grand Theft Auto, $30. Easily one of the most fun games on the planet. Easily. It's hard to argue. You can go back and look at my clips, my YouTube. It is hard to argue. I have not laughed that hard in the context of a game.
Certainly not at Terraria or Factorio,
in
right?
years, I've not laughed that hard and had more
laughs. It's a
laughs.
playground. It's a sandbox that allows you to have fun in a over-the-top world.
Yeah, in an over-the-top, raucous, just tricked-out world. It's fantastic. Total Warhammer.
Total Warhammer. Total Warhammer is the actual official name from Games Workshop.
half off, $30, down from 50
is that number
or 60
2 or number
something.
1?
What?
Total Warhammer 2?
I think it's 1.
Okay, do not buy Total Warhammer 1.
Oh, really? Okay.
Because Total Warhammer 2 is Total Warhammer 2 and Total Warhammer number 1.
Oh,
as of yesterday. So if you if you purchase Total Warhammer 2, you get Total Warhammer 2 and also all Total Warhammer 1 as a free thing.
Let me put that link in here.
Do not buy that game. That game is a trick now, I would say. Though I guess you get Total Warhammer 1 for what, 50% off?
Yeah, it's $30. So
that game is great. It's really fun, but just go for the number 2 because it adds a ton of stuff to the game. A lot of really cool stuff.
Yeah.
It fixes a lot of the issues of just paint. It has a new system in it now where you can accumulate resources to win the game without having to take everything over. It's pretty nice. It has rats that you can play as. That's a reason enough for me.
The Vermintide rats.
Do not buy Vermintide, literally the Vermintide rats. Do not buy Total Warhammer 1.
Right.
If you're willing to shell out the extra 30.
I put that in there for you because I knew you were a fan of that universe.
I'm a huge fan of that game in particular. Let me actually check how many hours I have in that one.
Oh.
So, when I look at the Steam review, I always look at the hours. So if you do a Steam review and you have 0.6 hours in a game, I just discount you entirely.
Yeah, lose my number.
So, yeah, I have 319 hours in Total Warhammer.
Yeah.
And then 49 in the new one.
Yeah, bro. If you don't have, if you're not up over 100, 200,
at least,
bro, lose my number, right? That means.
I mean, if it's a story-driven game and you played it for the entirety of it, which maybe is like 8 hours, 6 hours,
and then you said, then you poo-pooed it, right?
Yeah, maybe so. I don't know. It depends on the game, I guess. Also,
right. But yeah, you're right. Sink some hours into
speaking
that.
of negative Steam reviews, do me a favor and go to Kerbal Space Program.
Okay, that's on the list too. So that's the next one I had. It's on sale.
Is it? It is on sale.
It is on sale. So that's in my list.
Reviews recently, and there is a little bit of a weird thing happening with.
Really?
And this is strange to me, but Chinese players in particular for the game.
Oh.
So if you hopefully you can pull up what it looks like, the graph that Steam gives you.
Oops, hang on. There you go. There's
what it looks like.
Mixed. Recent. Okay. All reviews overwhelmingly positive. Recent reviews mixed.
Now, the fact that it's only mixed, it's basically getting attacked. It's getting brigaded by a mad amount of people. I mean, there's people who have 700 hours in this game that have suddenly given a thumbs down.
Oh, here we go. Okay, here it is. Here's
let
me put the description in chat. I bet you. Let me guess. Okay. Kerbal Space Program 1.3 Away with Words is now available. 1.3 includes the localization of KSP in 4 more languages: Japanese, Russian, Spanish, and simplified Chinese.
Right.
Is it a language issue where they cut down?
It is literally a language issue, but it's one step further than that. It's a language issue, but also it is it's a sexism issue. Is what's going on. Really? Yeah, I was like, what is going on? Because I went to go buy Kerbal Space Program today, and I was like, what are these mixed reviews? Is there a new patch that broke everything or something? And for about an hour today, I was reading some of the most. I mean, people say Twitter is bad about people saying whatever they want. I mean, it is like there's like people calling people neo-Nazis and like I mean, like all of the terrible things that you could possibly think of. Basically, what the translation team did for Kerbal is they changed a word in the simplified Chinese from man. I think it's effectively the word man. They changed it to something else because a purchaser of the game, I mean, maybe not because of their complaint necessarily, but it spawned because of a complaint that the words that were used were too male-centric, basically, and they've changed it very slightly. Now, it's actually hard for me to comment on this, and even with a lot of reading, I don't fully understand it because I can't read traditional Chinese. So it's like if you were to go up to Shady and be like, "What's up, man?" You would not be incorrect because man means human, right? It doesn't mean it also does mean men with male genitalia, but it also means human, and that's kind of like what's going on. There's like this word thing, and they decided to change it, and now a bunch of people have come to the page to downvote Kerbal because of the change, accusing them of giving into, and I'm quoting here, feminazis. So there is like 500, 600 negative reviews suddenly on this overwhelmingly positively reviewed game.
Wow,
it's pretty crappy. It's a bit weird.
Okay, I was listening to an interview with a guy named Colin Moriarty. Okay,
Moriarty.
Yeah, that's why it triggered me.
I would never trust anybody named Moriarty.
So Colin Moriarty made a video game program, and he founded a company in the gaming industry. He was also the senior editor on the largest video game news website, IGN. He was a senior editor for several years, and then he founded his own company.
Interesting.
And then he ends up
as you tend to do after you work for somebody for a really long time. You get the gist of the deal. You get your fingers in there, and then
I can do this.
I can do this.
Yeah,
I am doing it.
And by the way,
that's how it feels.
And by the way, I can do it better. You know. Yeah.
Right. You can see the problems and fix them yourself. Yeah.
So this guy is he seems pretty reasonable. He's not a far right-wing guy. He leans right. He's more libertarian than anything. He wants government out of his business, and he wants to smoke weed if he wants to, and he wants to protect his Fourth Amendment rights and all this stuff. Which kind of, oddly enough, that puts you on the right of things if he's just saying "leave me alone," which is weird.
Right.
But he's very non-religious, so that means he's not that far right. But anyway, he leans off that way.
Most people define themselves as one or the other, but in reality they're like dead center because they're on this side with one issue, on this side with the other issue. So even if you call yourself a Republican or a Democrat, it doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, when you write down exactly what you feel in each subject, you're probably on a spectrum, right?
Oh yeah,
closer toward the center than anything else.
Yeah. Oddly enough, most people are in the middle.
Yeah. You can just tell that because almost every campaign almost every campaign that wins is always lobbying for things right in the center, right? We'll do some gun control. Right. We'll talk about some of these issues. We'll cut some taxes.
Right.
Some of this, some column A, some column B. That's usually who wins. You can't be extremist. You can't be the Green Party.
You're right. So Colin is a tad right of center, and what he says is, at least in his world, the gaming community, the journalists and the developers, and those who produce, market, and sell video games, and write about video games, crazy left-leaning. And so his tweet,
I guess that makes sense for the age of the people involved.
Yeah.
Because age is probably, I think, the primary factor. No, the secondary factor. Family is a primary factor.
Right.
For political leanings.
And so
age being number 2.
So he's kind of he's a little more right than not, but he's more, hey, let's protect our Fifth Amendment. Let's not have the government infringe on all these things, right? And the government not coddle us. And by the way, that also includes not enforcing gender pronouns, and who cares, right? So.
Could you imagine if it was enforced by law?
It is in Canada. It is in Canada, by the way.
Is it?
You can, there's laws in Canada where you can get fined for not addressing someone.
You just have to say they. Yeah. Basically.
Yeah. Wow, for not addressing someone by G or foxkin or wormkind or whatever.
That's intense.
So
I didn't know that.
So what he was saying was he tweeted a joke. This is interesting. His
tweet with a joke in it. You what?
Right.
You what?
You
mate?
what? He tweeted. Let me pull that up. Moriarty.
And California for healthcare workers.
Yeah, and look here. His thing was his Twitter handle is @NoTaxation, right? Without representation, right? You know,
nice,
no taxation.
I like that. That's good. That's solid.
Yeah. So, he tweeted. Let me find it. He says, it was on National Women's Day, where it was like, what happens when if all the women take off work one day? Can you still get things done? Same thing about the day without a Mexican.
No.
Can America still function if all the Mexicans just take a day off? Right?
No.
Right. So the women
Definitely
did
not.
this. The women did this maybe a year ago.
51% of the work population take a day off.
Right.
I mean, if you can't take a day off from being a mother, that's a kind of important job.
Right. And so women apparently did this about a year ago. I must have missed it because it went right past me. I don't know.
There is no way that women took a day off of work.
Right.
They're like, if you sanction that women are legally bound to take a day off work, there would still be people who wouldn't do that.
Yeah, I know, and I guess the women I work with didn't because I didn't remember not seeing them.
Because they have jobs. That's why.
They have jobs, right? Right. You know. So
hey, how you doing?
So anyway, he tweets this out, and I'm trying to read the quote, and it says, peace and quiet. Hashtag day without a woman.
Nice.
Right.
Obviously a joke, right?
Yeah,
but
obviously a joke.
what's that law, guys? Where anything that you say can be interpreted as being a joke, and on the same coin, anything you say can also be interpreted as a factual, not a factual, but a non-sarcastic, a non-jokes. Let me see if I can find this. So no matter what you do or say.
So he showed this to his girlfriend. His girlfriend goes, "Ha, that's pretty funny." She rolls over and like goes to sleep. He goes to sleep, and by the time like he gets to work the next morning, it blows up, and there's all this hate. And
that's usually how it works. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So yeah.
And it's not that, I mean, there's plenty of nobodies that tweet some horrific stuff, but this guy is.
Oh yeah.
Because he's semi-known, right? At least in the gaming industry, he was a target. And by the way, because he was semi-right-leaning, then oh yeah, all the majority of the people that hate him anyway, they finally say, okay, we got him on something. So they go after him.
And especially if you don't like someone, you'd be like, you did it.
And what it really brings out is, hey, the gaming industry. Here's where I want to circle back to KSP. The gaming industry is, per his account, amazingly left center and amazingly, right or left of Bernie and left of Hillary, right? Meaning they want enforced governmental gender requirements for games and, pronouns and neutral everything and all this other stuff. So, and most of the developers, as well as the journalists, as well as all these other folks, it's kind of like the industries. It's like in universities and in journalism and in press. Same thing with video games. It's very rare to find a highly right-leaning person, right?
Right. Interesting. Unless you're specifically,
unless that's your show, like in Fox News, or
that's your thing you're doing.
Unless the thing you're doing, right? And even some of the guys who are right-leaning are probably more. You're right to your point. They're probably more centrist, and they put on because it gets ratings, right? They go crazy, right?
Yeah.
For
exactly, that's exactly right. If there's a whole bunch of people who are doing it this way, you can just be like, I don't care, I'll do it this way then.
And everybody goes, hey, you're out. You've now differentiated yourself.
Right? This spectrum of people who are on this side of the scale who are going to go over to you, even if they don't believe what you say 100%.
Right.
There's still at least a voice over there.
Right. And by the way, your businesses are no dummy. They like eyeballs more than they like proving points. Right. they like money more than principle.
That is
almost across the board.
Primary factor of media. I think that we forget this sometimes.
We
sit and we say that media has a responsibility to be truthful to us.
No,
they don't.
No, they do not.
Responsibility to make money.
They have
as long
responsibility.
As we give them money, that's
right.
winning.
That's right. And that's what he talks about. Is he talks about, look, there's environments out there in the press and in the gaming industry and I guess the gaming journalism, where when you write a story, you're required to get 10,000 likes or hits or something on these.
You're going to write this story. Here's the topic.
Right.
This is the quota for success that you'll be given.
And this is what happened.
It doesn't matter how truthful you are necessarily.
Right.
You got to have the eyeballs on it.
And so here's the thing, is the journalist that made the splash on his tweet said his headline was Colin Moriarty tweets or sends racist tweet.
Oh, right.
Which
I didn't even say sexist.
Are women and so racism is a better on the spectrum than sexism.
Definitely. 100%.
And so now
everyone hates racism.
Right. Yeah, and there's a bunch of us who love a bunch of people who love sexism.
Right. Sexism. Okay, so being racist and being sexist is only very slightly different than bowing to stereotypes. Right? Like if I were to say men are stronger than women, that is sexist. Correct? That is 100% sexist, right? That is defining the difference between the two sexes.
Right.
That is sexism, right? To say that. It's not 100% correct because there is a certain population of women who are stronger than a certain population of men, obviously. Right. So, but that statement is definitely sexist, but it's also stereotyping. So there's a fine line, right?
But it's also fairly accurate because
it is not wrong. I think it's the bottom 40% of men are as strong as the top 90% of women, right? The bottom 90% of women.
Right. Yeah,
so
I've seen that before. So like
it's the U.S. Marine Corps who did some testing on this.
Generally, that is the case. You can say
cite myself.
But so what you can do and what you can qualify that is on average.
Right. So my statement isn't incorrect.
It isn't incorrect.
It's a blanket statement,
but it does
is sexist.
But it does make some assumptions, right?
Right.
And so in that same case with Colin Moriarty, what he was talking about was, so what that journalist did was that his story was about the tweet and how Colin needs to be removed, and it alleged racism. Right? Well,
racism.
It's Colin's company. Like, how can you? It's like saying
he needs to fire himself.
Yeah, Elon Musk, you should fire yourself.
Fire yourself. Go make another company. Do it all over again,
bro. It's my company, right? Okay.
Interesting.
So, I mean, unless you have a board of directors that you are now beholden to, then you ain't. Sorry, you ain't doing it, right?
Right.
And so,
I mean, not to mention the fact that his tweet receives so much attention is kind of the point of media at the same time, right? Just the fact he made this joke, he pushed that envelope a bit, because I mean he is doing that. He's there like poking it, you know.
Yeah.
He's riling him up, laughing, poking him.
Yeah.
And that takes balls to do. I can't do that.
Right.
I can't go out and make partially inflammatory comments.
Right.
I think I would like to be able to, but
you and I are not those people.
I'm too even keel to do that. To walk out on National Women's Day, like, well, peace and quiet.
Colin's doing great now. Per Jason's company, he's doing great now because he made a new company. He did a bunch of stuff, right? So, here's the other thing is that, so that reporter writes about him being racist, gets all the likes and/or maybe dislikes, the inaccuracies, but gets the attention, and then meets his quota. And then
nailed it.
And then does a correction.
Ah, nice.
Right?
Oh, that's brutal. That is just.
And he changes the word racist to sexist. But hey, got my likes. I'm done.
I did it.
Right? Yep. Did it. I met my quota.
This is the problem with media, right?
And by the way, he did his job. His job is not
as the editor for his. If I was the editor in charge of him, I'd be like, yeah.
Well done.
Okay.
Right.
Good job.
And
exactly my quota.
That is exactly why it's all fake news. It's right there.
Okay, that's what I'm getting to. And that's why I think people who are my age and younger, and maybe people even a little bit older, are seeing this as everywhere I go, I have to be like going through with a fine-tooth comb to see where the truth actually is here.
Right.
Because I know the media is lying to me. I know that they're getting paid for this. I know just clicking on one of their websites makes me feel a little bit gross because I clicked on it.
Yes.
Even if it's an interesting article and I want to read about it, I feel nasty going there and reading about it.
I don't want
I prefer to get my news from YouTube because I don't feel as gross about it.
Yes.
Which, I don't know if that's any different, honestly.
That is great. That's great. Yeah. And by the way, there's also a couple dudes that I have on my personal Facebook that kind of do cut through the bullcrap and kind of do that for me. So I've got some buddies.
It takes time. It takes effort, and that is what it is, right? You have to go find someone who you trust.
Yes.
Who you think is not going to lie to you.
Right.
And then follow them around and see what they.
Right.
Because they have to take in all the garbage. Right.
100%. I've outsourced. I've outsourced my filtering.
And
right.
all that jazz, and then they finally can spit back out what actually the truth of the matter is.
Right.
And that takes time.
Yeah.
That takes effort on their part, and really, you got to get paid professionally, that kind of stuff.
Right. Yeah. And so my guy does it for fun. Like my buddy, his name's Ken.
He got a passion.
He has a passion for it, so I let him do it for free. I've outsourced my filtering. Which, hey, Ken,
outsourced.
Thank you very much. Right. So here's the thing. They are not obligated. They are not obligated to tell the truth. They're obligated to get eyeballs and sell ads. That's it.
Jason says, I want to clarify what you guys were saying a minute ago. I think the media has a responsibility to be truthful, but not an obligation to be truthful.
They're not obligated. That's true.
I don't understand what you mean by a responsibility to be truthful.
Well,
our obligation to be truthful?
But here's the thing. I was thinking about this on the drive home.
They're not legally required to be truthful
today,
but they should be. But if you're not legally required to do something, then why would you do it?
It's like
if the legal requirement stifles your creativity and you take that legal requirement away, and then you start doing something that is against the basic nature of your company, but it makes you money, isn't that just what you would do?
Right.
Right. I mean, there's been lots of murder cases that have had media influence to the point where it absolutely ruined the case. Right. Right. The media gets a headline, puts a headline out there. It says, "Girl murders shoot, what is this case I'm thinking of? There was a case in Spain where the Spanish media picked up a murder case that they weren't even sure who had done the murder, and they started slandering an American female who was on vacation, going to school there, actually, I believe. I can't remember the name of this case. But it turned the case into this madness. And directly from the mouths of a documentary I watched, directly from the mouths of the people who were doing the reporting, they did not care what they were going to say, or if it was factual or not. They wanted people to read it.
Yeah. Yeah. Somebody tell me the name of...
Why would they not? I cannot remember the name of this case. I'm sure you guys can find this and look this up for me.
No,
they used to have an obligation to be truthful until the Citizens United court case.
I remember this murder in Spain.
We can all agree they should be telling the truth. I don't think they should be. I think they're a business.
It was whatever. Okay, so here's the thing. It is.
We have to demand from them that they tell the truth.
Oh, no, it was Italian, right? It wasn't Spain. It was
Italian?
I think it was Italian.
Yes, maybe it was Italian. Sorry, Spain.
Yeah, it was American girl, Amanda Marie Knox. Amanda Knox. That's it.
Yes.
Oh. Yes.
Hello, doggos.
I think. Yeah, here it is. There's the case. So
yes, it is.
Yes, it is. I was going. I would have guessed Spain too.
Thank you very much for knowing what I was talking about.
Yeah. So here's the thing. So here's the deal: is that in that same case, the reporter did not care about being accurate. He cared about eyeballs.
Yep.
Right.
And it wasn't just a reporter, because I think that's a little bit too much blame. It was a reporter. It was the editor. It was the manager there. It was it was the owner of the company.
There is a chain. There is a chain of responsibility for sure. Because he didn't just do it and hit send.
Right.
That never happens.
It doesn't just get posted, because the editor definitely looks at it and he goes back and he says, "Let's make these changes."
100%. Yeah. So here's the thing. If that'll happen on these, I mean, how often does that happen on CNN, Fox News? You know, all these trusted all these trusted organizations.
And there's a compounded issue here as well. The other issue with this is not that just they get some information, they splat it out there. Is that if they don't get that information and send it out immediately, they have all these competitors who yes, they missed their opportunity. You have all these competitors who are going to do that. So even if they take something and they're like, we're not 100% sure this is actually the truth of the matter, they would rather send it out and then turn around later because, industry makes mistakes. We're reporting news as we get it. They would rather turn around and then correct their mistake later than report accurate news 100% of the time.
Got my hits, baby. Got my likes. Right?
I'd rather say racism than sexism, because racism is a clickable word. It's a driving factor in clicking my article, and then go back later and change it.
And I was thinking about this. Is like, how does so now here's what's unfortunate is this is not happening in the press. This is happening on This is happening on the game's primary sales outlet, which is a shame. Right?
Steam, right?
Steam.
Steam. Oh, now I have to hand credit to Steam here, because they were like, yo, by the way, there's been a lot of negative reviews in this time frame. Would you like to amend this time frame? Right. Because this has been a thing. This has been such a bad thing. We're talking about Kerbal Space Program again. Got a lot of negative reviews because of some politicism. Right. Nothing to do with the video game. They literally changed a word in Chinese to a different word in Chinese. So they've received 500, 600 negative reviews in the span of a couple days. Yep. To their excellent game. I mean, there's negative reviews in there in broken English. I love this game. Don't like the politics. Downvote.
Right. Overwhelmingly positive, 93.96%. That's an amazing review. And by the way, 2 thumbs up from these broadcasters here. Like it's
definitely.
KSP is amazing.
Not only just me and you, but every single person I have ever spoken to about Kerbal Space Program has said I loved it.
It's awesome.
Kerbal Space Program.
Well
the
done.
only issue that I have, maybe, it is way too freaking complicated. It is so incredibly accurate. NASA has commented on KSP and said, "Oh, that's a pretty good training aid.
Yeah,
people should play this game because it would, it's pretty accurate to what we do.
Get you thinking about it, right? Yeah,
right.
So
and that's amazing,
and that's good.
NASA said that,
right?
The premier leaders in space travel.
Yeah, right.
It's a video game,
right? It's a video game, right? Yeah.
So it's not a military-made training aid.
Right. Yeah, and so I like it that Steam separates out all reviews versus recent reviews. That's handy.
I do like that too.
Because that happened with GTA the other, and the mods and all that business.
Oh yes,
right?
and yes, that's a good one to bring up. GTA had an issue where hacking was rampant. Cheaters were rampant, and
still is, by the way.
I still,
I have streams that were kind of ruined by
I've been
trucks.
watching your stream and seen like, oh, there's some dump trucks falling out of the air here. Strange. Must be total normal GTA gameplay.
Yeah.
I honestly think that was a kind of an issue higher up. Somebody up higher up heard about the cheating thing. Was like, all right, modders, but must be the modders' fault. And then
Gone.
They just banned all mods.
Right.
Pretty crazy, actually.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So I could see that. So anyway, so here's what I was thinking about today is that, and we'll get back onto the Halloween and we'll wrap up all the nice sales.
Oh yeah, we haven't even done. We'll get back to the Steam sales.
But
actually, have you heard of Shadowrun?
No.
Yeah. Okay. Shadowrun is a fictional world where corporations rule the planet. So we talked a little bit, maybe a couple times ago about how MMORPGs have populations larger than states, countries, things like that.
I have heard. We have talked about this. Shadowrun.
These are corporations in Shadowrun who are larger than countries and states, and they kind of transcend the boundaries. Chat was talking a little bit about how corporations have rules the same as a person. So corporation has the right to free speech. They have certain rights afforded to them because they are corporations. Shadowrun takes us a step further, where the U.S. government in like 2097 or something like that decides that because corporate espionage is such an extreme high, basically there was a case where a corporation hired some mercenaries to go attack another corporation and take some of their workers as prisoners. Because, I mean, if you could go and steal Bill Gates and, hey, you're sitting in this room and you're working for us, you're doing all the things that you would do over there for us or kill you.
Yeah.
I mean, that people are money, basically. Great persons are cash.
Yeah.
So, oh, man, a good Shadowrun art there. So what happens is these corporations, are allowed to have their own militaries to protect themselves.
Yep.
And then it becomes governments don't matter anymore. You're a government, lol. We're a corporation that controls literally the entire world, basically.
Right.
And this is a thing with having to lie and having to tell the truth and being a media organization. You are a person. You have the same rights as. So we can't go to a corporation like Fox and say, you actually have to tell the truth because we are breaking their right to free speech. They can say whatever they want.
Right.
Right? So long as they aren't hurting people. Like I think there's some more rules when you talk about food and things like that, or if you claim like your product has health benefits or something like that, like Red Bull at one point did. You can't do those things. You can't actually claim medical stuff, but you can say stuff like Donald Trump is X, Y, and Z and these things, right?
Right.
So you can't really step on that. And I think if we start doing that, if we start censoring our media, that's not going to solve the problem.
Oh, 100%, 100%, yeah. And so here's what I thought about is Wikipedia and Reddit and Imgur all kind of work, right? To some degree, they're functional.
Yeah.
So, and it's the concept of upvoting and downvoting.
Yeah,
okay?
I don't think those concepts really work great.
They don't work.
They are like
they're functional.
They're functional.
They're
right.
functional. They do provide some filtering. They do provide some sort of thing, some sort of engine to filter out the bad stuff and prop up.
It can be argued how effective it is, at the very least, right? Because I mean, I guess at the very base, you have to protect against bots, but you know that if someone upvotes or downvotes, they did or did not enjoy the content, and if someone's using your site, they are your audience, and therefore they are going to curate the site to their likes. So if you have a bunch of 18 to 27, 29, 40-year-old males curating your site, their content is going to be for them.
Right.
Now, that causes a exclusionism kind of deal, where if you're an Imager, the top voted thing is almost predominantly for men, right?
Yep.
Because mostly men are using that site. And that there is an issue with the upvote, downvote system.
Right. Here's what I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about a journalistic upvote, downvote with two ratings. So you get to upvote and downvote an article, and you upvote on two things: factual accuracy and quality content. Okay.
On the internet, we're doing this, right?
Yes.
So I see a million problems with this.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. There are. I don't discount any of those. But the same way Imgur kind of filters out a bunch of bad stuff, they prop up the stuff that they kind of want. But
right, their audience wants.
But at the same time, if it's kind of what would end up happening is it would take a long time for all this to work out. But what you kind of need to have is you are kind of subject to tyranny of the majority,
which is terrifying.
Right?
Okay.
Because people never vote themselves a pay reduction when they have to do the right thing.
I think it comes back to the mentality that I'm smarter than 50% of the other people.
Right.
Like if you ask someone that, 90% of the time they're going to say, yes, I'm smarter.
Right.
Which obviously
you're not.
Right? That's a problem.
You can't be.
Right?
Right.
You can't be. Okay? Because 50% of the people are stupider, not as intelligent as 50% of the people. So there can't be 90% of the people who think they're smarter than.
But
somebody's got to be dumb.
The end goal has two things come out with it. So one is trending, which we already, or three things. One is trending, which we already have today. We have likes and dislikes and trending. Right? We can measure what's on very different things of what people are clicking on. That we kind of have today.
Can we? So this comes into an issue of Twitter censoring. And Twitter is pretty heavily censored. I like to use Justin Bieber as an example here because he was so prolific at certain times.
Yep.
There was so many hashtags for Justin Bieber at one time that Twitter started censoring him and his hashtags because he was too dominant on their site.
Right.
They wanted a larger audience, like I was talking about. They didn't want it to be dominated by 13-year-old women. I think his audience was 13 to 24-year-old women, I want to say. Slightly older. And then I think actually he had a big 40-year-old audience as well. But anyway, he would have, on the side of your Twitter thing where it's like trending, he would have 6 of those. When Twitter instead took away 5 of them, so you can only have 1.
Right.
So what actually gets clicked on YouTube, on Twitter, on Facebook, is largely up to the company.
Yes.
What they want to get clicked on.
Yeah.
So I don't know if we can sit here and say that if something gets more likes, it is more right.
Right. But I mean, you have what people are clicking on to a good, I mean, certain companies will do it, but overall, we can see a story trend and story that doesn't trend, right? So we know. I want to say that Twitter's one example, but it can trend on CNN. It could trend on,
they curate it too. They make what they want to trend there
on Reddit.
Especially on Reddit.
Yeah, but on some level, stories get out that need to get out. Right, somehow.
I don't know. I don't know if I feel like they do. I think if a thing came out where there was statistics about advertising on Twitter saying that Twitter was ineffectual, Twitter would not allow that to be posted on their website.
Oh, yeah. I get it. Yeah. So the Twitter example, but I think overall, I would say overall stories that need to get out, get out.
I don't know if I need to get out.
So,
I don't know what.
This
is too floaty for me.
There are some, but we do have trending data, and we get at some way. Let's assume that we can get those stories that we want to get to, right?
Okay, let's assume our companies are being fair and kind to us. Yeah, let's do that.
I mean, no, but yes, but at least in delivering content, they all have a motivation to deliver content. Right.
They want things that are important to us to be clicked on. Right?
Correct.
Yes.
So
unless it kicks them in the shin, they're not going to censor it.
Correct. But even if it does kick them in the shin, we got to assume that their competitor will publish that, right? Maybe Twitter will censor it.
Maybe so, yes.
But
Reddit would not.
But if Reddit wants to knock Twitter out, or hates Twitter,
is the important thing. You're right. I see where you're going with this.
So see, at some point they'll get out. Maybe not on all platforms, but it gets out somehow, right? So that's it. The other two are kind of either a system of upvoting and downvoting content and accuracy, where it's like a lot like Rotten Tomatoes, where you have kind of a tomato meter of 100% of people voted this fresh, 100% of people didn't vote this fresh. So now there's options within those two. Do we leave that up to the populace? Do we leave that up to other journalists?
Right. So you have to be like verified check to vote, right?
Right. So something like that.
So there's like 2 categories: unverified voters and then verified voters.
Right.
I kind of like that system. I'm a professional critic. I should go on this column.
Yes.
I'm a guy who watched this movie. I'm going to go on this column.
Right.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I like that Metacritic does this as well. I can go on Metacritic and look, and I can see professional guys who are like, I do this for a living. I'm curating based on this. I mostly play these games, but this is my rating of this. And then also, I played this game for 800 hours. Here's my review of it.
Right. So so Rotten Tomatoes, if you go there, which Rotten Tomatoes is a pretty...
Right, they have the exact same system, I believe.
Yeah, it's really, really cool. They have... so if I go to... let's go to... All right. Tyler Perry movie. Okay. That's a great start. Okay.
Tyler Perry movie, yeah.
I'm just going to grab a screenshot of Tyler Perry real quick. And here we go. Bonk. And we're going to put that up on the screen here. So give me just a second to grab it. But what they have is they have critics. They have top critics. And then they have audience. And between those three, that gives you a pretty good span of what this movie's about. Almost,
I would say so.
And so almost always audience is higher than critics. Because critics have a tendency to be snobs, 2 left-leaning, 3
different education for sure.
Higher education. 4
the people that they're reviewing the article for have a different education, than they do. For
4
sure. So
a different lifestyle where they don't go to work every day. They wake up and stumble to their computer. They go watch a movie in the middle of the day, come back and write an article, and expect to get paid.
The thing about it, too, is like they're looking at... So Jason did this. They're looking at framing, right?
Yes.
This camera angle and the way it moves, I like that. They probably use this equipment to do that.
100%.
Or I don't like that. They use the wrong equipment to do that.
Right.
At this frame, it was a little too shaky. I didn't appreciate this transition at minute 57 to the other thing going on. I thought it was really cutty.
Here's the thing is, this movie was... comedically was horrible because it was sexist. Whereas the 90% of the audience fell out of the floor laughing because it was such thick satire. But because they didn't like the message, they voted down. The other one that's great is compelling movie, great story, not enough black actors, downvote.
The critics will do something like that for sure. Depends 100%. On who they are, right? Depends what's going on.
But
so you want this system to be on every single news article posted.
Oh, so here's the thing: is that something like this to where the audience can vote, a smaller subset of other press people can vote an article.
I really like the idea of a subset of press people being able to come in and have a mention on the article.
Right.
Say, hey, this.
And by the way, I have no idea how this would set up, but I think in the future something like this will evolve. Right?
Really?
And every article will come with some sort of a flavor of upvoting, meaning a good read, right? Well written, but by the way, full of factual holes. Right?
I think actually
something like that.
Man, I hate to say this because I don't really like this publisher, but I think Kotaku has a system like this. So basically, if a Kotaku article comes out and you're the developer of the game that the Kotaku article is talking about, you can make a comment, and your comment is pushed to the top permanently. And so people who read the article, the very next comment is the developer's comment. And then there's like some kind of sorting comment system based on who is making the comment. Let me see if I can find the article I'm thinking of.
But it's got to be some sort of system that filters out political leaning. So because what you don't want to do is have someone with a different political agenda downvoting facts. Right? That sort of thing needs to go into the content area where, look, I disagree with your point, but I can agree the shooter was 6'1". The shooter had blonde hair. You know, the shooter was left-handed. The shooter used an AR-15. You know, right? Those are all facts that have nothing to do with political leaning. That should kind of get a rating of, yes, this was true, but then I could downvote content because they spun it into gun control. We can have those debates, but I would...
Right.
I mean, I don't know. Here's the thing is they do citations, but here's the thing is that, yeah, you're right, the press is kind of supposed to do that for each other, but there's tons of people that source Wikipedia, which that's crowdsourcing, right?
Right.
Or they source
Wikipedia
themselves.
Has become more and more valid as things go on. And
yeah, it's
sourcing
better.
yourself isn't necessarily incorrect either. It depends on your profession.
Right.
Like if you're a doctor and you make commentary about, let's say, if you're a women's doctor and you make commentary about women's health,
right,
then you are a source. Yes.
Right. Then you're a subject matter expert, right? And you can cite a source, right? So I don't know how all this would flesh out, but here's my bet: is that I'm not the only one thinking about this, and that at some point articles will come out with we'll figure out how to numerically express both the accuracy and the content of an article, and then those we can find a way to filter what's important.
So I think the biggest crux of this idea would be that there would have to be actual legal precedent set that, hey, you have to have this on your site and you cannot tamper with it.
Yeah, or something like that. You take a moment in time from the moment of publishing.
Right.
You can't you know any reviews to this is done, right? So yeah, and it's different than reviews, right? It's kind of more of a it's more of like I would say Rotten Tomatoes. It's more of like a Rotten Tomatoes system where you have a group that is quote experts, which is critics, maybe a subset that's looking for something different, top critics, and then you have the broader audience which does the thing, which, you know, I don't know. Anyway, that's what I was thinking is what would a system like that look like? I think, and my prediction, I doing it my way is probably pretty horrible. It would probably spin out of control very way. There's probably a couple of little extra things that you would sprinkle in there to sharpen those edges, right, and curb it into something that is functional. And by the way, something like this won't be perfect, but it'll be functional. It's the same way you'll see that.
I feel like these upvote system, even a voting system, doesn't really actually work super well. You can get some information out of it.
Right.
I think the biggest thing that we can do as people who consume information is consume information from lots of different sources all at once.
Right.
If you see an article on Twitter that interests you, go to a different website and see about it there.
Yeah.
And that requires work, to be honest.
Yeah, it does.
That's the biggest thing. You have to put in effort to get
so,
the right news.
And so that's what this upvote system does, is it kind of channels the work in. It crowdsources the work of figuring out what is important, what is accurate, and what is meaningful, right?
Yeah, Shady brings up a good thing. This is why reading Amazon reviews is hilarious but frustrating. I bought this thing, giving it 1 star because I didn't realize what size I wanted.
Mm-hmm.
I bought this thing, came broken, 1 star. Okay, well, the handling of the package is not up to the product.
Right.
Don't downvote a product because it came broken.
Right. Oh yeah. But overall, that 1 star should get brushed under by the majority of 4 and 5 stars if the product is good and if they've met demand, all that sort of stuff, right?
It should do. And I think really, I like reading negative reviews. If I go to a game and I'm thinking about buying it, I sort by negative reviews, and I find a negative review that's factual, or someone has lots of gameplay on it. Not factual, someone has something to say. Like if you have downvote, not a fun game. Okay, well, I'm gonna ignore that.
Right.
If you have downvote, 300 hours played, this is what I don't like about the game, and there's like a big freaking log of stuff, then I'll sit there, I'll read that, I'll understand these issues that you felt as a veteran player of the game, and then I can get to a better understanding of it.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think the rating system honestly really comes down to each individual person.
Right. And by the way, you know, those are and then you should be able to I mean, that would kind of help you filter out meaningful ratings versus non-meaningful ratings, right? I don't know. Because
that's hard to do.
Didn't like the game.
All comes down to
it didn't like the game is not meaningful. But here you go.
Right.
At 1 star, didn't like it. 4 stars. Storyline was good. Graphics was good. Gameplay was good. Controls were a little off. You need to improve this mechanism, etc. Right? That's
and
a meaningful.
I think actually a 1. Okay, let's do a 1 to 5 stars.
Well, hang on a second.
5?
So here's the point with that one. I give a non-meaningful 1 star.
Yeah.
A very meaningful and accurate, and a very good, well-justified 4 star. By the way, they count the same.
Yes, they do. They do count the same. That's an issue, right?
Right.
And I think another issue is 5 out of 5 stars, downloading it right now.
Yes. Yes.
I haven't played it yet. I'm still allowed to review it.
Yep.
I'm gonna give it a thumbs up. I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 5.
Right.
Looks fun. 5 out of 5 looks fun.
Looks fun. Right.
I mean, they're on both spectrums, right? You get dumb either way.
Equal to the 4 star. those count the same.
Equal.
Right? Those count
equal
the same.
to the actual view.
Yeah. And that's a 1 plus 4 plus 5 divided by 3. That's it. That's your right?
Okay, I looked in a review for Terraria, and this guy has 91 hours on record for Terraria. Downvoted it. Damn, son, this gay AF. LMAO.
Terraria's on sale. $5. Go get it. $6. Go get
$5?
it. $6. Go get it.
Yeah, I played 100 hours of Terraria. Gay AF.
Gay AF. Wow. Gay AF, bro. It's gay. That means you know what that means? He probably hit the unicorn.
Ah.
He probably got to hard mode.
He expressed his political leanings. And he was like, "That's gay."
Yep.
I'm not okay with that rainbow gun.
Yeah, rainbow gun. He probably found the unicorn. He found the.
Not my game.
Not the corruption. The.
Here's another one. 100 hours played. Too gory. Downvote.
100 hours. Too gory.
No, I made that up. Sorry.
Oh no, it's not. Terraria's on sale. $6, by the way.
Go
all right.
to Wowia.
Last one. Go get it. Last one I wanted to bring up for the Steam sale.
There's so many more.
Yeah. Well, these are the ones that interest me right there. Boom. Magic 2, $5.
Magic 2. Should I buy that now? Did you buy it for me?
I bought my copy.
Okay. I'll buy it now.
I bought my copy.
Got me. You want to play it after stream? After this? Oh shoot.
Maybe I need a break first. I need to eat, and then we can back and do it if you want to stream.
All right. Let's do it on this channel then. Let's do. Oh.
Can we?
Let's do this. Yeah, why not?
I guess we can.
We need some more EAY content. We should do our duo stuff on a duo platform. Actually, yeah. Well, who's gonna? No, maybe not. Maybe this is a bad idea actually because then, well, no.
I guess we could host it. Host it same as we do. Yeah.
I guess it's fine.
We'll think about it. Gotta think about it.
Okay, we pick it up.
By the way,
2. You get.
This is
we need
how
2 more people. Jason, Shady Lady, get Magic 2.
$5. Yeah.
$5.
And by the way, this is exactly how ideas between me and Badger evolve. We go, yeah, we should do the Hey, well, wait a second, but no, but
we'll hammer it out. Yeah.
Maybe we'll think about it. We'll think about it. All right. Well, anyway, there's your Steam sale. What else? Did you find anything that was compelling? Steam sale.
Oh shoot. Well, no, yes. I think I saw a couple other things.
Highlights.
Okay. Well, let's. I want to do more multiplayer games. I haven't done enough multiplayer games in my life. Let's do more multiplayer stuff.
I agree.
And
I agree.
And I want to extend. I want to do some multiplayer games that involve you guys also. I think that'd be fun. I think Escapist 2 is great because I think a ton of people can play that. With us. I don't even know if what the limit is. I think it's a ton.
A ton.
Let me look. Oh, Ark is on sale right now. If you guys want something to crash your PC.
Ark is now $30 where it sat for 4 years. Now it is now back to $30 where it sat for 4 years.
Are you spoiled? Are you burnt on Ark now? I heard that.
I paid $16 goddamn dollars for it, and to see it go to 60, I'm just. And okay. By the way, yeah, and I mean I want those guys to do well, but god dang it's. I still download because it's installed. I still download about 3 gigs.
Turn auto off.
3 gigs of updates per week.
You still have to turn auto updates off then. Oh man, Divinity Original Sin is not on sale. Interesting.
Ash will not join me in Escapist. No.
Ash will not?
No.
Why?
Because he needs to buy that game. I can buy it for him. What are you talking about?
I'll buy it for Shady. I don't mind.
Oh no, not Ash. Ash. My son.
I see. See, that's confusing, Clowntown.
Oh yeah. We got to figure that out. Shady can join. My son will not.
Okay. Man, there is actually not a whole lot. Doom is 33% off. That was a really fun shooter. That is the first shooter that I have completed in.
Which one?
Doom. The new Doom.
Oh yeah.
It is a
$20
first-person shooter set in a world where hell is real.
Yeah.
And you are a quote-unquote angel, and you are here to chew bubblegum and take names.
Yep.
And you're all out of bubblegum. It is a Quake-style run and gun, blow them up, gore-heavy, bloody mess of a shooter. It is only about 6 hours long.
Yeah, I would say 6 to 8 hours, something like that.
6 hours I played it, and I've beaten it. It's fun.
Yeah.
I mean, I was sweating in my chair, so it was a good game. And I played it to completion, and I don't do that a lot. There's not a lot of games I play that have a completion marker in the first place. And this is a game I sat down, I played it. I think actually someone bought this for me. Shout out to you, mysterious benefactor.
Whoever. Yep.
A Tyranny is on 60% off, down to $18 from $45. Tyranny is very fun. If you like Divinity Original Sin, you'll definitely like Tyranny.
Oh, here's
Hollow
one.
Knight,
here's
game
one.
of the year for a lot of people.
Hollow Knight and
is
Sunless
$10.
Sea. Hollow Knight
Sunless Sea is on sale as well?
Yep, $6.
That was my game of the year last year, I think, for me. I'm a big fan of Sunless Sea. They have Sunless Skies coming out. Or wait, Sunless Skies? Was it Sunless Skies? Something like that. Coming out pretty soon, which I'm very interested in. Darkest Dungeon, 60% off. You know already. Darkest Dungeon, easily one of the most unforgiving and brutal experiences that you'll ever play. Also, extremely rewarding. So, XCOM 2 is also 60% off. That is a big off because XCOM 2 right now was without sale $110 for XCOM 2 and the expansion. So I'm not sure if the expansion is on sale. The expansion is incredible. The expansion made me put 400 more hours into the game. So definitely check out the expansion there. If you have not, Stellaris Utopia 20% off. I'm going to tell you to hold off on that one.
Here's one.
I think it needs to be 50% off at least.
Okay, this one even has a free weekend. So try this one. You don't have to go buy it.
Love it. I love the free weekend thing. You guys are doing great. Maybe bring back demos, game developers.
Yeah, maybe.
I'm just saying.
Maybe. Yeah, thank you, Factorio, for doing demos, right? So, Helldivers. This may have been fun because me and Grief and Wolf played it together, and we jammed into it pretty hard.
It's fun with friends.
Fun with friends. But we had...
You mean you like your friends? Is that what you're telling me there?
I'm telling you, I like my friends,
when you play with them?
and we were able to have a raucous good time in Helldivers. But give it a try, see if you like it. I don't know.
Okay, XCOM 2 War of the Chosen is not on sale.
I would never have bought it unless I was pressured by Wolf. So there you go.
Well, that's good. I mean, how else can you buy games if your friends don't pressure you?
Right.
Oh, the Criminal Pace program is on sale, 40% off. If you want to buy it, don't buy it on Steam. Buy it on Good Old Games, so you get the DRM free version. I always suggest that. But I don't. Maybe try it out on someone else's deal. Maybe you play with it somehow in a free format before you buy it, because you may not like it. It is an incredible game, but is very dense.
Yeah.
I'd say. So just keep that in mind.
So I will tell you.
To buy that one, yeah.
So here you go. So let's get it. Let's do my story real quick here. I bought the following just now, right before stream.
Magicka 2.
I bought Magicka 2.
Mm-hmm.
I bought Escapist 2. I went out and got free Guns of Icarus.
Yes.
Yeah, all you gotta do is go.
That would be a good one to play too. I don't think I installed that one.
Yeah, I haven't redeemed it yet or anything. And then I grabbed one that
you only have a limited time.
Yeah, go get it now.
It is on my Discord
bought it
as well as yours.
Yeah, I bought it, but I didn't install it yet. So I can just redeem it.
You went into the Humble Bundle. You bought it. It's free.
I bought it. Yeah, I went.
Yeah, I made a purchase today.
I checked out of the Humble Bundle, and they sent me my email, and I have a key. So there you go. All right,
and I bought one for games that less than weekend. What, Max? Sorry.
Yeah. Okay. I bought another one called Card City Nights because it was cheap, and I like card games.
Oh, I see. Max talking about story games that can be completed in less than a weekend.
Oh, right.
Well, I mean, I feel like, Max, have you never played a game entirely through that you pirated, you stole, and then bought it anyway? Because I know as a kid I did that a ton. In fact, and you know what? I did that as a ton as a kid. I played a bunch of games as a kid that I totally pirated. At like 13, 14, I learned how to pirate. And then as an adult, I was like, oh, hey, this game is on sale on Steam. I played this years ago. Bought it.
Bonk.
I have never touched them.
Yep.
I just put my I'm an adult now. I actually have some money in there.
Yeah.
So Portal 2, there you go.
At some point,
if you complete it.
Yeah, at some point you become an adult and you go, I shouldn't be doing this. I should just do it, you know.
Okay, well, I have lots of opinions on piracy.
Right.
But I don't think piracy is bad. I think that people who pirate something had no intention whatsoever of ever purchasing that thing.
Right.
Like, if they had to pay for it, they wouldn't have got it. And that's the end of the story.
Right.
If I were to make a game, my game would be entirely free. My first game, 100%. It would be 1,000,000% free. I would give it to anybody, anywhere, DRM free, no matter what. Because at this point, in the games development industry, it is actually freaking impossible for anybody to get anywhere. Like, you have to be Stardew Valley guy, right? You have to just like, boo, somehow. I mean, you're playing the lotto at this point.
Yeah.
There is an insane amount of people who are doing incredible amounts of work on their little indie game by themselves who were involved in the gaming industry before you were born.
Right.
And they still cannot get their game off the ground.
Right. Yeah, so here's my funny story. while you take a sip of your coffee.
How do you know it's coffee, huh?
Coffee cup. So while you sip of your coffee cup.
Sip of my coffee cup.
Yeah. So there's another one that I think was on my wish list, and I thought it was a puzzle game. Turns out it is not a puzzle game.
Honey Pop. Turns out it's Honey Pop.
No, it's similar. It is that one. It's DSW.
Oh no! I was hoping we were going to talk about this one. I saw this on the front page too, and this makes me sad for Steam because there was once a time where I would not have seen this on my Steam page.
Right. I had this on my wish list for a while.
Did you?
A long while, and I think I had in my head that it was.
Oh, this is this is not what I expected this to be.
See.
What the hell?
See?
I mean, okay, it's partially what I expected it to be.
It's Space Invaders where you shoot clothing.
Right. Oh, it's I would call this Shining Sword.
Yes.
Is what I would call this. Don't me.
Well,
I don't know what Shining Sword is.
What I'm just saying. Hang on.
I mean, I know what Shining Sword is.
Shining Sword.
Shoot. It's not called Shining Sword. It's Shining something. It's one of those really old
Shining Blade.
A really old arcade game. Sorry, say again.
Shining Blade.
Is it Shining Blade? Let me see.
Guild Wars 2.
This is a very old shoot 'em up game that I played on arcades.
Gradius or Galaga?
Those Gradius is very similar to Shining something. Chat, do you guys know?
Shining whatever.
Shining something.
Right.
God dang it.
So by the way, this has been on my wish list forever. I have a bunch of games on my wish list, by the way. I thought it was some sort of weird puzzler. And then once it went on sale, it went Galaga, right? But it goes on sale, and then it pops up in, hey, here's the game's on sale. And then I saw it. It was, hey, $1.39, no problem. So you can look at my Steam history if you're a friend, and you can say, oh, Clowntown has 0.14 hours in this because I loaded up for... and by the way, I did not notice the female in the background. I played 8 minutes.
Oh, yeah, it's a bullet hell. You're not looking at the background.
Right. It was hard.
You're sitting there like...
Yeah, it's bullet hell. Right.
It's a bullet hell. You have to dodge.
And I didn't notice the female in the background for like 6 minutes in. Like I didn't even understand what I was supposed to be doing. But anyway, there you go.
Is it Shining Gun? Damn it. I gotta find this stupid game name. So the reason I know this game is because a copy of it sold on eBay for almost $1,000.
Oh.
Shining Gun, I think it is
Game
now.
sold on eBay.
Oh, you're gonna get a bunch of those. I mean, it's just an older game.
Is it Nintendo?
No, I can't remember what platform. It's a very old game.
Stadium
There's
Events.
so many bullet hells, it turns out. I'm just looking through a list of bullet hells.
Atlantis 2, Air Raid.
It's a million of them. It's Shining something. Radiant Silver Gun.
Shining Radiant Silver Gun. There you go.
Is that it? Shining Radiant Silver Gun?
No, I just put in the Shining to give you a leg up.
Radiant. I think it's Radiant Silver Gun.
Silver.
It's on Sega Saturn.
Okay, if you type in Radiant Silver Gun, the second one down is Radiant Silver Gun eBay.
Yes. What is the price? What did it sell for on eBay?
Yes, this is Radiant Silver Gun. Yeah, I can see the...
It's $700 right now on eBay. You can buy it, actually.
Yep.
Free shipping. $700.
Let me look into the more images. Radiant Silver Gun images. Oh, yeah,
Make that move again? There it is right there. You can buy Radiant Silver Gun for the Sega Saturn. If you want to. For 700 smackers. Apparently, it's a really good game. I think I have played it before, but I only know it because it was so expensive.
Right.
Shining, I knew it was something Shining. Shining Radiant. It's a collector's item, so if you were to purchase it, you probably wouldn't play it. It may not even work, in fact.
Right.
That probably works, but yeah.
Right, and so anyway, there's the embarrassing story from like 30 minutes ago where
I don't know if that's embarrassing, Clown. I think pornography in video games is is always a thing. Oh, so I was talking to Ashley about robots. So I think that, and I had this idea the other day. I can't remember what we were watching. We were watching Star Trek Next Generation.
Radiant Silver Gun. There you go.
We were talking about Data and how Data is a really super advanced android.
Right.
And we were going through the thought process of what it would take for people to actually start making these. And the very first type of robot there's going to be the very first person who's going to make a robot,
1,000%.
1,000% is going to be a sex robot.
1,000%.
Okay? The very first android that you cannot perceive to be different from a human being will be built to have sex with.
1,000%.
That's going to be it, man.
Put all your money on that bet. 1,000%.
100%. So, I mean, sex in video games, it's gonna happen. It's totally fine. It's okay to sell your game with sex.
Yes, that will happen. That will be the first one to break the Turing test.
It will be.
It'll break it wide open. 100%.
So get excited for that, guys. The very first data you're gonna be a sexy data.
Yep.
Blue eyes, blonde hair, kind of tall, lanky. Totally impossible body shape, probably.
Yeah.
Talk
impossible.
about so people complain about photoshopping people when you're actually walking around on a date with your android girlfriend who is literally a robot.
Right.
There's going to be some perception issues from actual human beings around. But maybe at that point we won't need significant others.
Right.
We'll just have robots.
We'll just have robots. Right. Yeah. I'm looking forward to folks thinning out.
Folks thinning out. You walking on the street, you're not sure if that's a robot or a person.
No. Well, I want more parking spaces. So.
Oh yeah. I mean,
if people quit replicating,
it's only going to be Uber. Oh, people quit replicating.
Yeah.
Parking spaces isn't going to be an issue because you won't have your own car, right? You're going to be like, I'm leaving in 30 minutes to go get Whataburger. Type that in your phone.
Yeah.
The car arrives right then. You go to Whataburger. That car goes somewhere else.
Right.
So yeah.
Yeah. I mean, assuming you don't pee in it or whatever, right?
Right. You don't vomit in it. Man, that's probably a major issue actually. No, there's a camera in there. You don't have to pay for it. There could be some things that could go on.
Yeah.
Definitely a camera. There's cameras in taxis right now.
Yeah, in real taxis.
Would you be okay with a camera?
In real taxis and fake taxis.
In fake taxis, yeah.
Yeah.
Be careful of the fake taxis, guys.
Yeah,
well, if you
watch
get into
out
a
for those fake
taxi,
taxis.
what if you got into a taxi and it was one of those game show taxis where you have to answer questions, you win money?
Oh, Cash Cab?
Is that what it is? Cash Cab?
Yeah.
Those are fun. I think those are pretty cool.
I would 1,000% do a game show on Cash Cab. Yeah.
You wouldn't be like, no, I have somewhere to be.
No, let's do it. If I'm winning 100, I'm winning up to $1,000. I'll answer every. I'm good at trivia too.
I am terrible at trivia.
Yeah.
I would just want to have as many people in the car with me as possible, just to have like information. I mean, I'd be on my phone. You're probably not allowed to be on your phone. You better have not linked us something naughty, Toaster.
So okay, here's the thing.
Oh,
I'll tell you one story of how much I want to do trivia.
Oh,
my buddy, my cube mate Rob, was asking me a question, and there was a woman,
Cube
he's cube
no,
neighbor.
I know what you mean. I get it.
And there was a woman from India next to me, and he asked her, "Hey, in India, do they do the thing with the deal?" And she said,
and you answered it.
And she said, "Well," and I said, "Hang on, I got this one.
I got this one.
Let me. Sorry, Modvi. Let me just field this one right here. Let me answer this one." And
so
I
Toaster linked us the Rick and Morty episode of the sex robot.
Oh,
I don't know if you've seen Rick and Morty, but Rick and Morty pick up a sex robot at a gas station.
I've seen 0.0 episodes of Rick and Morty.
Do you know anything about the Rick and Morty controversies that are going around?
I know
Have
about.
you seen the guy freak out about Szechuan sauce?
I know about Szechuan sauce and
Okay.
how it never even registered anything on the Richter scale for me.
No, okay, good. I'm appreciative of that. I'm happy with this. Man, I actually am a little bit embarrassed to be a fan of Rick and Morty at this point.
I think ketchup's fine. I don't.
Well, okay.
I like
so
soy sauce and ketchup.
I think what happened was that the creators of Rick and Morty made a joke about how people would lose their minds, or someone could lose their mind over something insignificant, and that became something that people who were fans of the show didn't understand, and then made a big deal about it, something that was insignificant.
Yeah, and then and then lost their mind over something.
Right, they lost their mind. Like Rick. Okay, it's crazy. It's madness.
It's dumb. Right.
It is dumb, and it's a show with people who are supposed to be incredibly smart. Battery nose, radiant silver gun. Yes, man after my own heart. Cool, Jason. I'm glad you also know somehow. Well, I guess we got there eventually. I was saying shining sword initially.
There you go. Radiant silver gun. Here you go.
I think it became something. Clanton, you okay? I think it became something that was.
I inhaled my water.
Yeah, I do that too. It blew out of proportion, and it makes me super sad. Just to know that there's people watching Rick and Morty and totally not understanding a second of it. just absolutely not getting it at all.
My smartest, by the way, my smartest buddies are Rick and Morty fans.
I mean, I think that people are easily Rick and Morty fans no matter what. I think anybody can be a Rick and Morty fan. I don't think being smart makes you a Rick and Morty fan, but I think Rick and Morty fans would not, people who are smart would not have done what those guys did.
Right.
Would not have done what that person did.
Right.
Okay? That's not, being smart does not make you an asshole.
So I just looked up Ikaruga, and it's a shooter much like Radiant Silvergun. No boobs. So, there.
No boobs?
I'm out.
Why would I buy that game?
I'm out.
This other game that he has boobs in it.
Yeah. Turns out it was $1.39. I thought it was a puzzler. I do like puzzles. Sat on my.
I mean, bullet hells are kind of a puzzler. You know, you have to memorize patterns.
Right.
Stuff like that.
It's sat on my wish list for months and months.
Ikaruga looks really nice. Very good art style.
So for a couple months, because I saw. Yeah, it's been there probably since. I think I saw a bunch of it on Twitch as hype, and then I grabbed it. I just put it on my wish list and went, whatever, and then it popped up today.
This game is hype. The Space Girlfriend.
Yeah. Deep Space.
Hyped on Twitch.
Yeah, I saw a bunch of chatter about it or something, and I thought,
Nier Automata? I don't own the game. Why are you even pressuring me to play Nier Automata?
Nier Automata, right.
It's I think it's a story-driven game about a girl in a miniskirt. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Oh, I will show you one game that you guys will enjoy while we're still in games. Then we got to talk about TwtichCon.
Okay. What do we have to say about TwtichCon? You didn't go. I didn't go.
No. We have stuff. Trust.
Okay. Trust.
All right.
Trust.
Here is one game that is on Steam and on sale. It is called Pill Cosby. Pill
I see.
Cosby. And it's COSBI, not COSBY. And it's
got his face and everything.
It's a guy. It's a black guy running around. Middle-aged black guy running around throwing pills and stuff.
At women.
It's a platformer.
Okay. And he's got alcohol for health. Okay.
It's on. Yes, he has alcohol for health. It is on sale for 79 cents.
Worth it. 20% off. That's the lowest this guy could go.
Right.
It is terrible looking.
Yeah, it is terrible looking. But listen to this. Did I tell you I went and saw Bill Cosby maybe 3 months before the scandal broke?
No, you did not. Was he making jokes about pills?
Our ticket prices, me and the wife went, our ticket price was $100 a piece. And I always wanted to go see this guy because as a kid I saw Bill Cosby himself. I watched Fat Albert and all his creations, right? And he's great. Like, he's a master storyteller. And I thought, you know what? He's not going to be around long. Like, he's in his 70s. He's in his late 70s.
He's going to die soon?
He's going to die soon, right?
Maybe that's what he thought, too. Maybe that's the source of the problem here.
Right. So then I just said, we got to go see him. So we figured out a way. We went and saw him. And, like, I have a Facebook post that said something like, this is a master storyteller. It was a fantastic.
Oh, wow. Can you go? Oh, man, that is frustrating.
It was like a legend of comedy. And then maybe 2 months later, the scandal broke.
I mean,
something like that.
That sucks, man.
Right.
I don't have any personal attachment to Bill Cosby.
Right.
And I haven't followed the case. I don't know what's going on. I think basically people have, in everyone's mind, he's been convicted guilty, right? I don't think he actually was, right?
No.
He's been acquitted?
Not yet.
No?
Not yet.
Right? Or no, he has been? They haven't decided yet?
Yeah.
But I mean, he's been, at this point, it doesn't matter what the case says.
Right.
No matter where you go, right?
No matter where you go, right.
Like, oh, yeah, Bill did it. So, that sucks. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, I don't know.
But
I
now,
think what really sucks is that everyone's perception of this childhood hero has come into the real world, and it's not that person, right?
I mean, he was America's dad, right? And he would call up other comedians and encourage them and even chastise them about the filth in their acts, saying you need to represent better, particularly black comics. Like, he would target them and say, if you get out there on stage again and start swearing like that, you are giving blacks a bad name, specifically black comics, and you need to stop. That was him telling. I mean, Eddie Murphy wrote that in his act.
Right.
and Eddie Murphy does a great Bill Cosby impression, and all these other black comics have a Bill Cosby that were around the same time have a Bill Cosby story where Bill Cosby called them up and said, "Clean it up."
Cosby is a bad guy now. Okay, Jason, I believe you.
And
I mean,
yeah, and so this guy is like and by the way, he had the amazing white hot just Cosby show that everyone saw in late 80s, early 90s, right? It had these amazing TV shares, and he was like America's dad, And
it's pretty scary to not know what's going on in someone's backyard.
Yeah,
so to speak.
Right, and now he's a 79-cent throwaway game that clowns.
He's the butt of the joke at this point.
He's the butt of the joke, right? There you go. In my defense, nobody knew anything until 2 months later after the post. So
it's hard to know. This is why putting your "yes, I support this person" on someone is so scary.
Yeah.
Because,
it's
hard to know someone. Almost invariably, you find a serial killer, and I lived with that person. I was friends with them in college. I knew them very well.
1,000%.
Close friend. I had no clue.
Okay.
That's what psychopaths do, man.
Yeah. My favorite is they interview like the neighbor, and they go, "Oh, he was quiet, nice, kept to himself."
He was a nice guy. He was always nice to me, very polite.
There has never been a neighbor testimonial that came out and says,
I knew it. He was evil. Never.
That said, "Oh yeah, he would be out peacocking and preening in the yard."
Right.
We always knew that he was
right. That's never because crazies
I
don't
knew
do
that son of a gun was and he would always bring up sniping to me every conversation.
Sniping.
Yeah.
Shit, Clowntown. God damn it!
Right, that has never come out of the neighbor's mouth. Right, it's always he's a quiet guy, whatever. If someone ever interviews me, I'm going to be the first one to throw that guy into the bus.
You're gonna do that. Yeah, I knew it. I tried to tell you guys.
I freaking knew it.
I don't know.
It's like, oh yeah, he was always talking about getting back with the fellas, plans, schemes, as they called them. I don't know, just
schemes,
whatever schemes.
It's hard to tell. I think that
looking around for
the future,
always looking for the big score. I don't know. He's always doing something.
I think in the future we'll get better at detecting this kind of stuff.
Love knives.
I still think that it's going to be a very difficult process to catch these. To catch people who have the chance of having these mental breaks and stopping it, to prevent serial killers and stuff like that, and mass shootings, as you were so kind to bring up.
Loved knives, talked about thinning the herd all the time,
I think we're at a stage right now where it has become, like, these serial killers have become more and more of a problem because of social anxiety.
Yeah,
maybe
and by the way,
right?
and to your point, you'll never detect it.
The
neighbor will never have that.
We may be able to. The neighbor definitely won't.
The neighbor won't.
I think the telltale signs of someone going and doing these things still exist.
It'll be like a data pickup or a purchase or a credit. It'll be this. It won't be a neighbor that figured it out.
Right. It won't be a normal person. And yes, I think it's going to be more of a problem because as crime goes down, which it always is, as deaths from disease and deaths from birth go down, a larger portion of the population who is getting killed by serial killers and murderers is going to be an issue, right?
Yeah.
It's going to start being 90% of the way you die now is not even from old age, because we fixed that problem,
right?
But getting murdered by somebody,
right?
And that's going to be the biggest issue.
Right.
So, Sack Money, how you doing?
Yeah, and
as soon as cars are gone, geez, we're going to be a lot safer.
Right. Yeah, as soon as cars are automated, or as soon as cars are kind of common carriers, right? Then we're gonna be a lot safer. Yeah. So here's the thing: is that humans tend to work big to small, and I feel like in the last, say, 15 years, we're working small to big, talking about statues and gender pronouns and all these things.
I feel that way a lot too.
All these things that
there is a lot of focus on tiny things
that do not save lives and do not make a bit of difference. Like, I feel like we're devoting a ton of energy and going small to big, right? When we should be working on.
It isn't necessarily wrong to be focused on these small things, because small things can have a ripple effect. But people don't get clean water still. People don't have medicine for things still.
Yeah.
Like if you were to give $10 to a charity organization that's doing work in Africa, you'd have more of an impact than spending 24/7 on Twitter talking about things.
Right. And here's the thing is like they go, yeah, so here's the interesting thing is you know the story, I think I talked about this before, the Plumpy Nut story.
The Plumpy Nut? No, I don't think you have talked about this before.
Plumpy Nut
tell me about it.
is a lifesaver. All right, Plumpy Nut is a peanut-based paste in a plastic wrapper for treatment of severe acute malnutrition. So it's a mixture of...
Oh, yes. You have talked about Plumpy Nut before. Okay, I remember.
So Plumpy Nut is like this little peanut butter thing that you send to Africa, and it's amazing. It stores for a long time. It's dirt cheap to make. It's got all of the ingredients that you need to fight nutrition. It's nutritional. It adds calories that you need to. I mean, it adds the needed calories when you are on the brink of starvation. Like it is a cheap, robust, very practical treatment for malnutrition. It's like if you're starving, this tastes pretty good. Yeah. Like kids will eat it.
Tasting pretty good is a side effect when you're hungry. I mean,
5,000.
The best meals I've ever eaten is when I was starving.
Yes.
And it wasn't particularly good food, but your ability to smell and taste is magnified so much when you've gone some time without food.
Right. Ready to use therapeutic food. 5,000 listen, 5,000 kilocalories. It's paste, powdered milk, powdered sugar.
How big are these? 5,000? That's more than MRE.
It is so energy dense. Vitamins, minerals, powdered sugar, powdered milk, vegetable oil, and peanut paste.
No, Kurt, you do not want to eat these.
That's it. Okay.
You do not want to go. You do not want to be you living in Germany, first world country, and eating these bars.
Yeah, eat one to see how it is, but then you don't want to get onto it, right?
Yeah, sure. Maybe eat one.
But it's specifically, like the designer said specifically, we are using this to treat malnutrition. This is for emergency use, right?
Right.
These are so cheap, you can throw it for right now because these people will not make it through the week. Like, this is what we're going to do, right?
That sounds awesome.
Okay. So there is a journalist that comes up and starts interviewing the guy who's doing the work in Africa, right? And they say,
actively making these things, giving them out. Sure.
And she says, well, did you ever think about, what about if these people have peanut allergies? And he turns to her and he gives the best answer ever. He says, lady, we have real problems here. Like that, we're not peanut allergies. We're working, like his basic answer is, we're big to small here, right? Big is they need meal. They are not getting meals to make it through the day.
1 in 1,000? Is that right?
Right.
Something like that?
You're right.
I mean, like, it's less than 1%, right?
Yeah.
I want to say.
Yeah. And it was like the best moment ever. And she said,
big to small.
And yeah,
let's feed these people before they die of malnutrition before we worry about their peanut allergy.
Right. And he says, oh no, we have real issues here. I think he even called her darling or something. He said, look, darling.
It was an invalid question, and that sounds like he was really dismissive of that person.
Yeah.
But damn!
Yeah. We have real problems here. Yeah.
Rah! Way to slap her in the face.
So, I would like to see us as a society give that answer way more. Where when we see someone rioting over gender pronouns.
You love that one, don't you? You're always on that one.
That is just okay. Right? That affects so few of us and really affects no loss of life.
No one's dying because of it.
No one's dying.
At most, they're feeling sad because of it.
Right. No one's dying because they didn't get called worm. They didn't get called for foxkin. Give me a break.
Suicide is a leading cause of death in the United States. One of the leading causes. So, maybe okay. I'm trying to put some. There is always something.
Look, advocate for the devil.
On. But yeah, exactly. But I mean, it's a tiny portion of people who are taking their own lives.
It's one of the most ridiculous things I've seen in my lifetime. Is gender pronouns. That's why I'm always on it.
Yeah.
It's like, look, we have real problems here, right? I would much rather see a protest because the Fourth Amendment is being eroded away. The Second Amendment is under threat, like unreasonable search or seizure. Yeah, it affects no one, right? It affects no one, right? Even the people who claim to affect, right?
Triggered.
Right.
Man, I love that meme. That's my. I think it's
right.
It's mean of us to use the triggered meme. I think. I mean, there's some times where I get quote unquote triggered, especially while driving, or no, I mean, if I hear a loud noise, I can actually get triggered.
That is legitimately triggered because
you can get post-traumatic stress disorder from lots of things, like tons and tons of stuff. Like my heart rate will get elevated because at 1 o'clock I'll hear a bump outside my window.
Yes.
It's probably a raccoon. It's probably nothing. I shouldn't have my adrenal glands just pump all the adrenaline into my body at that moment.
Right.
Triggered. Right? I make that joke, and you should be okay with that joke also. Okay.
Yeah. Immediate threats to health and immediate threats to health and safety. Yes, that is a trigger warning. Not calling you Foxkin is not a trigger. Okay.
It can be. It's hard.
No. No.
Toaster, good,
Look,
good
darling,
gift you got there.
I'm gonna give the same answer. I'm gonna give the same answer that lady, that doctor gave to that lady. Darling, we got real problems here.
We got real problems here. Okay, nice, nice. Well, I don't want to dismiss anyone's not feelings isn't right, but experiences. All right.
All right.
I'm okay with that. As like. I don't know if you can understand the things I've gone through, and I don't think I can understand the things you've gone through. So for me to be like, Clowntown, you had it easy your whole life. There's nothing wrong with you. You can't be triggered by anything. That's too dismissive for me.
I'm certainly not going to be triggered by Wormkin.
Well, you could be triggered by other meaningless stuff, right?
No.
Like, think of a meaningless thing that makes you upset. Let's see. What does it mean? Leaving the lights on makes me upset. If there's a light in the house that's been left on, and I realize it's been left on for hours, I'll get upset.
Yeah. Oh, there's those, but what it doesn't give me a pass to do is destroy people or property.
Well, no, right. I agree. Doing illegal it's a good one. Doing illegal things is, I mean, if I were to go to do illegal things, there would be punishment, right? 100%. 100%. But I'm not going to dismiss how you feel about a subject because you're emotional about it. Right. A trigger is a real term with people with serious PTSD.
Right.
It's most used now as a joke. Right.
Right.
I mean, and that's not bad to use it as a joke. I love talking about things as a joke. That makes me most comfortable. Like when the hurricane was hitting my state, all the joke memes, loved it. That was so fun to see all the terrible things that are going on and make a joke alongside it. It made me feel better. And that's why I'm okay with making fun of the triggered thing.
I detect a high amount of fish mouth with these types of people.
Fish mouth. These types of people. Yeah. These are some high quality memes you guys are putting in here.
All right. Okay. TwtichCon.
Oh yeah. Well, I guess we have time for TwtichCon, huh?
We have time.
What commentary do you have for TwitchCon? I'm curious. This is all on you.
Okay. The only thing is changes coming to Twitch. This is it's the keynote. Did you see the keynote?
I did not see the keynote.
Okay.
I'm a Twitch partner. I don't give a fuck. Okay.
All right. New things. We'll go one by one. Stream summary. Ever wonder how your stream went after it ends? At a glance, your new stream summary, like your metrics, your analytics afterwards, gives you a look at your stats for each stream. They're basically taking Stream Hatchet and putting it.
They have a pretty good stat system now too. When I first started on Twitch, they had a terrible stat system.
It was terrible.
I'm very happy with their stat system now.
So it says stats for each stream, including recently unlocked achievements, which is another thing, top clips, traffic sources, and even more info. Starting in November, you'll have access to stream summary right on your dashboard. So you'll get more data from that stream.
TM.
As soon as you hit done, a few minutes later, it'll be on your stream summary. You can see how it went.
Now, the problem I have noticed, I've started to do a lot of vodcasts because I think vodcasts are quite effective. Pretty much everyone has noticed, I think. My vodcast counts as my stream. So if I have 5 viewers during a vodcast, it counts as my live streaming as well. So my stats are a little because of that. I can't really rely on them too much. I have to be very particular about what I'm looking at. So I'm curious about what's going to happen because of that.
If you vodcast between now and 1,000 days for your 1,000 day counter, you're not. It's the 1,000. You lost it. Like you
Okay,
you
sure,
finished.
yeah.
You
No,
finished at 9:30.
I
Okay.
don't count vodcasts as stream. No.
Okay, good.
It has to be live.
Good. All right.
Toaster, would you like to see my big ass fat paycheck from Twitch? Just curious.
No, do not.
Because I get paid for ads. Also, all right.
Yeah.
You want me to whip up my Twitch money?
Good.
I
So.
just saying.
Right.
Bits are pretty good too.
Bits are good.
I get all the bits you give me. Not you in particular. Look, if we want to talk about Twitch exclusivity being a thing or not, Twitch is the leading platform for streaming. Okay. All right.
It's not bad. Not bad work. You can get it. All right. So the other thing is premieres.
Really cute.
So apparently, when you have an event, not just a day-to-day, but when you're having an event. So like for example, last night, Warwitch had a premiere. He had Vermintide 2
he
demo.
did. Nice.
The CEO of the company joined him live on stream, and they did a big premiere. Now, similar how people gather around the TV for the debut of a favorite show, we want to help video creators organize first viewing events to generate the most excitement, anticipation, and viewership around the unveiling of your new vids. By the end of the year, you'll be able to use Premiere to transform your uploads into exciting live events by scheduling, hyping, and interacting with viewers in chat during the unveiling of your content.
Nice.
Cool. So it looks like
Interesting.
uploads with schedules plus live event plus promotion of some sort plus notifications.
So I think we talked about this 6 months ago.
Yeah.
Twitch is going to want to step on YouTube.
Right. And this is it. This is it. Yeah.
Yep.
Scheduled plus some more stuff. Right. Shady. All
Source.
right, Shady.
Jesus.
Hang on a second. What are you doing?
Yeah, we're off. Shady, come on, please.
God dang, Shady.
Yeah, no, I feel this 100%. I think you should be stepping on YouTube.
Do it.
I got to say, YouTube has been doing everything they can to step on Twitch. I think
Right.
the time before, last time we talked about the new sponsorship system
Yep.
available on YouTube, where you get emotes, where you get a badge for being a sponsor, right? I mean,
Ding.
that they have literally been like, what does Twitch do? Oh, yeah, no, yeah, okay.
We'll do that too.
I mean, we're doing that too.
Be
And then
done.
Twitch is doing the same thing here. Oh, schedule uploads?
Let's
You
do
got it. You can put a thumbnail in your upload?
Yep.
You got it.
Boom. Right. And then
So,
you can do then it's like
Competition, man.
yeah. Let's go live in 3 months. Let's put some developers on it. Let's do it. Right.
Let's do it.
All right. Here's the other one. It's really good. All right. Let's do the two bad ones first. I think.
The bad ones.
Rooms. So
More chat rooms?
More
Man,
chat
this has been a
rooms.
thing forever, and I've never used it.
never used it. It's basically group whispers, so that you can have a
Yeah.
group chat with your mods, with
why I use
followers, with
Discord.
subs. Right.
That's why I use Discord.
Rooms can stay open when you're not streaming, so your community can chat with each other all you want. They're super excited to launch rooms by the end of the year. You can create a room for anything, mods or subs or followers or whatever, right?
I mean, maybe, I don't know about this one. I don't think I need that.
Yeah.
My Discord is there.
1,000 viewer streamers may need that. We don't.
Maybe.
Yeah,
Maybe.
we don't.
Never use rooms. I've never used rooms. I'm a
Right.
professional Twitcher. I
Right.
don't know.
Here's
we'll see
an-
about this one.
Yeah.
Maybe this is a call to, hey, use rooms. Because maybe it'll be useful.
Right.
Who knows what's useful until you try it.
Or maybe they're trying to pull away from Discord too, right? Because
Oh,
they
I would want to as well, yes, as
Yep.
Twitch. Because, I mean, right now, everybody who's a Twitch partner is a Discord partner, and there's a lot of interconnectivity there.
Yep.
Like, Discord has lodged themselves in, like, a splinter on Twitch, and that's very good for Discord.
Right.
But you also want to kill anybody that's not your company, right?
Yep.
So if they're leeching, like, Twitch alerts, right? Like, at some point, Twitch wants to do something to kill Twitch alerts.
Yep.
They want to have their own Twitch alerts.
Yep.
That's why they're doing the stat thing, right? They want to have stats on their site to help
Yep.
their guys.
Yep. Rituals. Rituals make it easier for you to celebrate special moments to bring your community together. Say a viewer is checking out a new channel for the first time. After a minute, the viewer will have a choice to signal the rest of the community that she's new to the channel somehow. So essentially, instead of a follower alert, you can send a pre-follow alert. But Twitch-powered ritual. It's not Twitch alerts powered, right? It's
Right.
Twitch powered. So this it'll help you build a more vibrant community. It launches in November. Twitch will help break the ice for her in chat. So
I like this idea because I like this. I tried to do this with my TGB hype. You come into the chat, you hit the follow button.
Yeah.
A bunch of people say, hey, welcome to the channel.
Right.
That's the idea. So if Twitch helps me with that, cool.
right.
I'm okay with that idea.
But here's the thing: is that I can see the troll angle of this one. and I'm going to make a new account.
Definitely.
And then, hi, I'm new. N-word _ 4220 _ 69.
Exactly, yeah. I mean, that's why follower lists have become less and less of a thing on my channel.
Right.
I mean, I actually don't have any follower lists at all anymore.
Really? Oh,
Yeah, I don't have any in chat or on screen whatsoever, which I think has made me a better caster. Because in the times you'd be like, thank you for the follow, thank you for the follow, thank you for the follow. I'm actually talking about the game, talking about what's going on, making funny.
Bro, need that filler, bro.
You need that filler. I mean, it does have a lot of good points to it, a ton of good points to it.
Yeah.
And I think actually my primary motivation to taking it away was because I was getting unreal followers.
Right.
That.
So here's another okay. So here's another interesting one. Now the rest of these I think are really good. Okay. Raids. Now
Raids are
raids
an official thing now.
Is an official thing. Raids are one of the most exciting things on Twitch. We've made them easier. After all, one of the best ways to grow your channel is by teaming with other streamers. Starting in November, you can use raid commands /raid, not ! Raid, /raid.
Host.
Yeah, /host/raid to let your viewers join in. Your viewers can also, you start the raid, and viewers can slot up. And then you hit the raid and go, and then you host as well as you bring all your viewers into that chat room instead of just having them manually go there. They can, if all they do is they enter the command raid, and it takes them to that channel as soon as you hit the button.
Interesting. Very cool. I love this.
So, and that one was one of the biggest announcements was that, hey, you guys made raids. We need to help you do it because raids are a great idea, right?
Because that is absolutely right. We did make raids.
We made them.
The
they didn't make
streamers
them.
made raids, right?
Right.
We understood the primary component behind what it is to help one another, and we tried to bring people into another chat room in particular to speak to the other streamer via raids.
Right.
And just hosting, that's cool.
That's
it's
good.
Not quite the same.
Hosting is good, right?
It's because it was a step in the right direction. And YouTube has this problem still. There is no hosting or rating system on YouTube other than physically having your guys come on Discord or come somewhere else and going to that URL.
And here's the thing: is I got one of my biggest raids ever in the history of ever happened on YouTube, which means there was a guy who really goddamn wanted to raid me.
Right.
And that was a ton of effort.
Was taken.
Yes. So, Pete the Hut.
Shout out to you, guy.
Love you, buddy. I got like 400 followers that night. It was great.
Nice.
And yeah. All right, two more achievements. Okay, for many streamers, affiliate or partnership status is the dream, but the steps you should take haven't been always clear. So now they're putting criteria into achievements, and if you hit achievements, affiliates and partnership is guaranteed. Okay?
I mean, affiliates is guaranteed right now, and I feel like also partnership is kind of a guarantee at certain points.
Right.
Like if you have 200 concurrent viewers every single time you stream, then you're guaranteed to become a partner, right? Did you whip your dick out on stream? No. All right, you're good.
I
mean, that's always the criteria,
that was our joke.
Have you broken Twitch TOS recently?
Right.
No. Okay, you're fine.
Yeah. Is it right? Is it X number of viewers? Right. Somewhat interactive with his chat. Has he violated team of service? And I'm going to go there and watch for 10 minutes to make sure there's no wang.
Yep.
Check.
Wang.
Okay.
There you go. Check. There you go. That's it. And I literally, that is actually the partnership process right now.
Yeah.
So putting achievements in is probably not going to necessarily change anything. It's going to make it more clear.
Yes.
Because I find the biggest thing is how do you become partnered? And you go and read that little how to become partnered page, and it is the most vague stuff ever.
Yes.
On purpose, so they don't have to tell you what. Right. Making the achievements thing, I'm not mad at it.
Right.
I'll be interested in what the requirements are. 75 average viewers, very well.
Right. Yeah, and so affiliate is spelled out, and apparently there are achievements that say check that I got already. That most everyone who does who met those requirements, they all got and accepted. But now they're saying we're going to put some achievements so you can start shooting for partner. And what does that mean? Right.
Sure, I think that was the deal anyway.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think anybody who's actually going for partner has an understanding that viewership is the most important thing.
Yeah.
Get that viewership peak. Work super hard for 6 months.
Boom.
Do it right. I mean, well, 6 months depends.
Yeah,
it took me 2 years to get partnered.
Yeah.
So.
All right, and then the last one.
I say that it took 2 years, right? It took 2 years building to a point, and then there was a 6 month phase where I worked extraordinarily hard and kept and 150 average viewers, and that's when I got partnered.
The
right?
final press.
And
yeah.
you got it.
Yeah.
You did your thing, and then you can go play XCOM for 50 viewers.
Yeah.
If you want to.
Yeah. Okay, now here's my favorite one. Subscription gifting.
Gifting. Man, that is the best one, isn't it?
That is the best one. Okay.
That is the best one.
You've been asking forever, so we're happy to deliver just in time for the holiday season. Subscription gifting is coming very soon. You can purchase a 1-month subscription for anyone. $4.99, $9.99, or $24.99. You can gift those to your subs.
Hype.
Right? Hype.
Sweet.
This is huge. Here it is.
You could do it. You could do it before, basically.
I
but
subbed
now,
to 3
easier.
people. Video Game Badger, OX33, and Warwitch.
Whiskey Witch.
The only reason I subbed to Warwitch is because he goddamn gifted me that
He
sub for
gifted you
1
a
month.
sub. That's
And
exactly
I've kept
right.
it. I've passed 1 year. 1 full year of
Gotcha.
contribute. Got me.
Gotcha.
Got me.
He gave you $2.50.
And I gave him a year worth of sub. Got me.
Another sub
Got
emo
me.
for him.
Got me. Yeah.
When all the things go live, November?
Most of them are November. The other ones say coming soon by the end of the year.
Soon TM.
Soon TM. So
JSO.
everything here is by the end of the year. This one says before holiday season, so I would imagine sub gifting is
I feel
November.
like sub gifting is an easy freaking thing.
Easy.
Like
Twitch,
easy, right?
Twitch should do that first. First,
that should be done right now.
because by the way, you're getting money from viewers. Now you're getting money from streamers.
and this is stuff we talked about actually 6 months plus ago.
Oh yeah, or
Twitch
9
should
months.
be looking to make money on everyone's stream.
Yeah.
Affiliates, right?
Right.
Any way that you can make money. This gifting thing was just another step in that same direction.
And it's diabolical.
Twitch watches this show, okay? I'm telling you that right now.
It's diabolical because now you're gifting from
Diabolical.
you're getting money from your employees.
Right. Yeah.
What?
That's probably partially what's going to happen. I'm definitely going to be able to do this, right?
Yeah.
We get 3 subs in a day, I give out a sub.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Hey guys, I'm gonna have me a go. A little slider bar. Once we hit six subs in a day, 1 free.
Boom.
Let's everybody
Free
enter a
sub.
raffle. Let's do it. Right?
Yeah, let's do a raffle. You get 1 mushy apiece. Good
Yeah.
luck.
Yeah. Everybody
Nah,
go.
It'll probably cost you a ton of mushies. All right.
Yeah. Something like that. But anyway, yeah. That's it. That's it. So you have to be friends. It doesn't say Toaster. All right. Here's the article with the summary.
Friends
You can
summary?
probably go out there and look at Twitch.
No, 'cause you're allowed to
TwitchCon.
hate them if you want.
TwitchCon keynote 2017, and you'll find it. Anyway.
Cool. I'm glad you hit that for me because I probably should have read this
Oh, dude.
a while ago.
Gifting. And I am sub to Warwitch. One, he's great, but 2, I would never have subbed to him had I not gotten that first month. And that habit of it's your 3-month anniversary, hit this button to share.
That is a very interesting
brilliant.
idea.
You should gift. Yes. Oh yeah. I'm gifting.
Very interesting idea.
Yes. I'm gifting. Hey, all my current viewers, I already got you. I'm gifting.
I already got you. You ain't getting no sub.
I'm
What,
gifting
you
my
crazy?
stars. I'm kidding.
Hey guys, we hit
I'm
6
joking.
subs today. I'm giving out a free subs. Going to Lyric.
Going to Lyric. Boom.
Wah, wah, wah.
Wah.
Turn down for what?
Yeah. Shots fired. Shots fired. Yeah. So anyway.
Good. All right. Yeah, that's very interesting. Thanks for touching on that, Clown Town.
Yeah.
Are we gonna play Magicka Escapist after this?
We can do either one. I got them both installed.
All right. Well, you take your break that you wanted to take, and you let
yeah.
me know.
I
okay?
gotta eat, and then I gotta potty. But yeah. So.
All right.
Anyway, all right. So let me see if there's one other funny thing that I wanted to hit on. Oh, Shady is will like this topic a bunch.
Okay.
Because anytime I bring up Indian culture, she both loves it and cringes at the same time. I will
Physically recoils. Ugh.
One thing is that Bollywood is coming to Netflix. You have Netflix?
I have Netflix. Well, I don't have Netflix, but I have access to Netflix.
Right.
Yes.
Bollywood, the videos on Bollywood is coming to Netflix.
Okay.
And some of the greatest, oh dear, the greatest action scenes ever in movies where
Wow, really?
where time doesn't matter, space doesn't matter, distance doesn't matter, laws of physics don't matter, gravity doesn't matter, realism doesn't matter, nothing matters.
That sounds good in my fighting. I like that.
It's just a movie.
Reminds me of Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, where they're like jumping off leaves and stuff.
I found one of the greatest Bollywood movies ever. The name of this movie is called Singham.
Singham?
Singham. 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 And if you YouTube Singham, I'm going to put this, let me put a Singham in chat here. And I want you guys to see the dynamic action of one of my favorite scenes from Singham. It's 5 minutes. You guys can watch that on your own time. Please put that as your favorites. You can play that in the background. Let me see if I can put this up. Put a Singham.
Wow, this looks
awesome. Yes.
Insane. I'm just clicking through it really fast.
I showed the kids. I showed this to the kids. They loved it. They absolutely loved it. Yes. This is...
maybe actually we'll watch this.
That's Singham right there. That's Singham. Yes.
Man, this is crazy. Okay,
yeah,
sure.
Check out that GIF right there. I don't know if I can save that down. Save video as... Let me see if I can do a GIF V on this. Ooh, I want to try and do this because this is perfect.
Oh, but the shitty, this link here where he steps out of the car, apparently it's actually possible. I think Mythbusters did a thing on that. You can actually step out of your car like that.
No, you're fake news.
No, I think that's real.
Yeah, but when he pulls the guy out of the car flipping over him...
I'm not commenting on that one.
Okay. Yeah, that's the one. And then the car lands way away from him. Oh, my goodness. This is Singham. You can't... Oh, yeah. I think you can step out of your car like that. And, of course, he's driving the white when the bad guy's driving the black one.
Right. So I think him stepping in the car like that is actually legitimate. I think if you do it right, depending on your speed.
Yes.
Have you ever stepped out of a moving car?
Yes. I was more rolled.
It was... it's rolling, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I fell flat on my ass.
Yeah.
So
I
couldn't.
It's totally hard. It's so hard to do. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to do that. But there's your Bollywood physics. And all you got to... Okay, two things to Google. Bollywood physics and Singham.
Singham.
You can sink away a day watching this. But a full day of doing all this business. You absolutely have a great time with this business. You'll have a great time. So you don't even need subtitles. You don't even need...
no subtitles are necessary. Just watch it.
You don't even need to know Hindi or Telugu. You don't even need to know any of that. You just go for it. There you go. Right a second.
Apparently, there's another guy doing this, and this is probably from Driver. Oh wait, is this the right GIF? Wrong GIF. Sorry, wrong GIF. Wrong GIF.
This is Bollywood, but it's a different dude, and he's shooting out of his crotch. Right.
I'm just on the Imager page now.
Right. Okay. Crotch shot. .gif.
Shooting out of his crotch. Crotchshot.gif. Did you just type that into Google?
No.
Google, you are a wonderful mistress.
I saved it as a picture. Oh, it's not coming up. Oh, man.
Oh, you saved it as a picture.
Yeah, a GIF. All right, so that's a gift. That's free on a Thursday. My gift to you is Bollywood.
Yeah, cool.
And
cool. Sounds good.
For example, and specifically Singham. That's their first jump into it.
Oh wow, Toaster's GIF. Nice.
Yeah, see, that's the crotch shot and all this.
It's good.
See, he's shooting out his crotch. Doesn't really matter.
I love how that gun is literally on a wire, though.
Oh yeah, you can see that.
Yeah.
There's a dude's punching run around punching, and oh yeah, where physics doesn't matter, nothing matters, right?
This used to be a meme stream. It is again. It wasn't me for a little while.
You remember when Countdown gifted us Bollywood? Bro.
Gifted you all Bollywood. I had no clue what this was.
Singham and all the buddies. I mean, Singham, there's two chapters. And by the way, this is not 1980s. Singham was made, I think, 2011, and another one in 2015.
Whoa, really?
Yeah.
What? I figured it was early 90s.
Oh, no. Singham was 2011.
This reminds me of You Don't Mess with the Zohan.
Yes. Oh, yeah. But no. This is a serious title, right? Singham 2.
Is it? No, it is not a serious title.
Come on.
I refuse to believe.
Singham Returns is 2004.
Oh, man, You Don't Mess with the Zohan has terrible ratings.
Oh, yeah. I love Don't Mess with Zohan.
84% of Google users like this movie, though.
I loved Don't Mess with Zohan. It was hilarious.
It was great, yeah.
It was hilarious. I laughed the whole time. And here's the other one. Singham 2, Singham Returns, this time it's : this time it's personal, is 2014.
Oh my God, you're right. It is. These are very new.
Yeah, you look at this and you go, oh, ha, early 80s, right? Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Obviously, it's meant to be that kind of era, though.
Right. But there you go.
There's tons of Bollywood makes of popular movies, right? Okay.
Well,
favorite movie? I don't know if that's my favorite movie. I really do like that movie, Jason. Are you actually really watching it?
Watching Badger's favorite movie? No, it's not. So
it's not my favorite movie. If I had to pick a favorite movie, it might be Scott Pilgrim or crap. What was we talked about? You Should Go Up with Will Smith.
Hancock,
yes.
Yeah.
One of those two. Scott Pilgrim?
I actually texted. I didn't like Scott Pilgrim. I actually texted and referenced Hancock in a text today.
That's curious.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Was it the scene where he ejaculates and blows a hole?
No. No. I did some jiu-jitsu this morning, and I did a no-gi.
Because I said it was my favorite. Oh, very well.
I was in tights, which is, I had shorts on, but I usually put a rash guard on, so it looked like it was in tights. And I said, I look great in my tights this morning, like Will Smith in Hancock. Because remember, near the end, he dresses up in tights.
He does, right? Because he gets his actual superhero role. You do not look anything like Will Smith. Will Smith is a professional.
Look at me. Look at me.
I'm looking at you. That's the problem. I can look away, and I can try to forget.
Look at me.
If you want me to, I'm down.
Grosse Point Blank and Army of Darkness, those are some great ones, too. I do like those.
Good choices. I don't know Grosse Point Blank, but Army of Darkness, big fan.
Pick up Grosse Point Blank. It's really good. Okay. Funny.
Pick it up.
It's a good time.
Can I put it down afterwards?
Pick it up. I'm gonna put it out there. If you like it, you can keep it. If not, you can send it right back.
See, that's a bad pickup line right there.
Yeah.
Oh, you have mentioned this movie to me before.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I actually said I was gonna watch this movie, but I have not.
I mean, a lot of stuff, right?
I'm mean. You're mean. All right. So, okay. Well, thanks for being here, guys.
Yep.
Appreciate it. We have an extra long EOI today.
No, it wasn't. It was right on time. It's 2 hours.
No, was it?
Yeah.
I thought. Okay.
I have the time, and
sure?
we're 2 hours. 2 hours 05, and we had a 7-minute intro, so we're right on time.
All right. I see. Good. All right, perfect. We should watch Icarus. Jason has said that to us twice.
Guns of Icarus. Free.
Guns of Icarus? No. Oh, yeah, actually do go get Guns of Icarus, guys. Again, it is free. Let me put that link in chat.
Make sure you click through Badger's partner list so he gets a percentage cut of a weight.
Of $0, yeah.
Bum, 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 bum.
Wah, wah, wah. You put on your wish list. Magica, we may do Magica, yeah?
Yeah.
It depends.
So
we'll see.
So we're gonna break, maybe about 20-30 minutes, come back, and then we'll stream somewhere.
Magica, yeah, somewhere, yeah.
We'll stream
play
somewhere.
Some Magica 2, which I have not touched at all, but I'm a big fan of the first Magica.
It's the same. I logged in. I played 4 minutes.
The same?
Same stuff.
Okay, great, perfect.
Yeah.
I don't think there was any recipe that needed to change with Magica.
Right.
It was
Same
perfectly
stuff.
fine. You have the Magica? Do you have the Magica 2, Jason? You can join us if you have the Magica 2.
Magica 2. Yeah.
Okay. Thanks for being here, guys. Appreciate it a ton. You know, we love this show. We would do it way more if we had time. If Clowntown had time. He's a very busy guy. I do my show every single day. Thursday is kind of my day off with this show. I appreciate you being here.
Here's your day off.
It's sort of my day off, right? This is my favorite time of the week. I love Thursdays. I get to come here, relax, talk shit with Clowntown. Super effectively low effort for me. There's no failure state for this.
I should be less hard on you because I'm usually going, where is your stream on Thursday?
I see.
And I'm a little disappointed when you say, well, it's just a show.
This is my day off show.
This is your day off? I get it. I get it now.
2 hours.
I get it now. I understand it. I get it now. Okay, by the way, this is a great day off because you don't want to take Friday, Saturday, Sunday off.
Right, exactly. There's no way I would take the weekend off.
Right.
Definitely not.
Right.
Anyways, thank you for being here, guys. We love you. Stay motivated because that's the most important thing. If you're motivated, you can do anything. Stay awesome because you know you're already awesome. And we'll see you next time. Remember, stretch. Oh, shoot. It's Toaster's birthday, Clowntown.
Hey, screw that toaster. Screw that
toaster. Happy birthday, man. You have been around my community for an extremely long time. I feel like I know you. I'm glad you survived the hurricane. Particularly you. Toaster, I genuinely love you.
Happy birthday, Toaster.
Man. Happy birthday, buddy.
Happy birthday. So
Let me
everybody
get some birthday man in
get
chat.
some love in the chat. Thank you. Thank you, Toaster, for supporting us, both me and Badger. Appreciate it, buddy. Love you guys. All right, Stretch, see you.
All right, Stretch.
Okay, then. That's it.